dice are cast, legends forged in echoes past. Steel and spell, the fates entwine, bound by oath and arcane sign. Roll the dice, the stars ignite, heroes rise to claim the night. Blade and fire, storm and steel, stand together, fate is real. Through the dark, the path unknown, whispers call from ancient stone. Trials test the strong and wise. Will you fall or will you rise? Battle cries, the clash of war. Thunder cracks, one row, one more. Destiny calls, hear the sound. Stand your ground, don't back down. Roll the dice, the stars ignite. Heroes rise to claim the night. Victory or death untold. Dare you chase the tales of old. The adventure begins. The adventure begins.
Hey, hey, Well, first of all, Swift, you hear it? Yes, yes, the faint murmur of flutes on the wind, the deep thrumming of a godly bass line, the choirs of angels humming in three-quarters time are standing on the edge of an amphitheater of sound. Swift, it has begun. The divine overture, this session before this session, soundcheck of destiny. And yet my spirit is nourished by the seamless ambient layering of crossfades smoother than elven jazz, and presets for literally everything from Undead Monastery to Disgruntled Mermaid Tea Room. I knew you heard the call of the gods. And now, so that the others may hear the call, use the code NerdzM to get 2 months free on a monthly plan, or Nerdz year for 20% off your first year, and go to bardic.tools. the best soundboard on the market, in my opinion. I am slightly biased, of course. And that is our sponsor for tonight. The lovely people at Bardic Tools. They're fantastic. We use their software, and they are amazing. You shall be hearing it very soon. I'm going back to my vodka now. Recap, please.
We were introduced to Blink, your associate, and he came to find you and you explained that to him, while the other members of the party settled in to maintain their guise for the evening. And then, of course, Blink, you went off and hunted a rat for the night for your dinner.
Yeah, needed
you were able to get. And that's the little bit of combat that we had. That first little bit of combat was you hunting that rat. We pick up session just before dawn, with each of you in your selected places where you've chosen to sleep. And as morning starts to dawn, starts to crest over the horizon, there is a hum of activity, which brings you at different points to a state of awake. Iggy and Blink, we will start with you as you start to hear this hum of activity outside that brings you both to awake.
Blink, Blink, and sort of Iggy look around, and you'll see Blink curled up at the end of his bunk bed, a bit like a pet dog, just curled at his feet, at Iggy's feet, sort of wrapped around. So I'll go, oh, look up, go, oh, and sort of just kick Blink at the end a little bit, not too hard, just little shove.
As soon as he hears the word Blink, he's alert, he's ready, and Blink's just like, yes.
Do you hear that? I mean, what time is it? Are we late? Have we missed anything?
Blink doesn't know the time, you know this. I can't tell time.
Maybe, and he's sort of fumbling around like the sort of divery old professor that he is. And he checks to see if he's still got his clothes on, that I have slept in my robes. Well, maybe we should find the others. Yes, find the others. We probably should find the others. And I'll sort of get up and grab a satchel.
Blink just sort of eye rolls and just like, if we must.
Whilst you were sleeping, Blink, I
Yes?
I took this opportunity and, maybe you could, like, test it, and I'll hand Blink a vial of liquid, and as you pick it up, you notice it's swirling sort of blue, green, blacks, and all sorts, and it's like almost like looking into one of those galaxy orb ball things that is swirling around in, and you'll see a label on it scribbled unknown, and I'll hand it to Blink. Maybe this might be of use. I don't know. I couldn't sleep, so I made it for you.
I mean, what do I do with it? Do I drink it? Do I eat it? Do I throw it?
I mean, you could drink it. You could give it to someone else. I don't know. I was kind of half asleep when I was doing it, but try it. What's the worst that could happen?
I mean, he says it's safe, then I assume it's safe, and I'll use it one day.
Maybe it's safe, yeah. But anyway, for later, let's see if we can find the others. Is there any windows? Sorry, in this room.
There isn't. There's a small, what looks like a small crack that is supposed to act to bring a little bit of natural light in there, but there's nothing that is a proper window that you could look out of.
Is this
but
too small or too high to peer out of?
You'd have to climb up on the bed. It's kind of up above you,
right at the top, like a vent almost.
It's a bit of a vent, yeah, to get some air in. It's given the location, a lot of potential for sandstorms and things to blow through. It's kind of enough that it keeps a bit of ventilation, but not letting too much of that in. So, however, right about the time you're in the room, you start to hear there's that sound of a bustle of activity, but you hear the sound of footfalls coming close by the front door.
Blink just pulls both his daggers out, and he stands behind the door, like ready on the non-hinged side of the door, just like. Yeah.
And I'll gesture like Blink, calm down. I'll see who it is first, and I'll listen. I'll just put my ear to the door and listen if they're walking past or coming to our door or multiple footsteps or something like that.
You hear what sounds like somebody straining to move a bit quicker than perhaps they are comfortable to move, and you hear the of what sounds like an elderly gentleman passing by the door. Okay,
Passing by the door.
Blink's just
Okay.
going to open the door up a little bit. Have a look.
give me a stealth check.
Stealth check. Certainly, my friend.
Is Blink stealthy or is he rubbish at stealthiness?
We're about to find out. A stealth. We got +4.
No, not bad.
Yeah, it's 10. Or a 6.
Okay, pretty middle of the range. Fortunately, as you start to open the door, the individual in question has passed by and seems to be walking down and round the corner and moving towards the front door. Iggy, where you overheard a conversation, in that room where you overheard a conversation the previous night. With that door open, Blink, you will hear a thunk on the door. And then there is a muffled sound of an individual beckoning that person to enter, Shavek to enter, who steps inside the room. Okay?
Blink just looks at Iggy and goes, "Didn't you say there was like... you could hear through the walls or something? You know, I was just thinking that perhaps you could...
Yeah. And I'll just... Shh. And I was sort of... And I'll gesture Blink to do the same. Put your ear against the wall. But both... Do we hear anything?
Okay. So you're both going to put your ears against the wall then? Okay, both of you.
We're face to face. We're quite close, face to face. We're like
Yeah, looking-
noses touching.
Blink just
All
looks
right,
at Iggy
let's
and goes, "Your breath smells."
Sorry, morning breath.
Let's have a perception check from both of you.
Ooh. Oh, dirty 21.
Oh yeah, 22.
Oh.
Okay. Let's move up slightly. I'd say that's enough. The conversation that will come through the wall. I was about to unveil it to you, but you can't see, you can only hear. Shavek steps inside, you recognise his voice, and you recognise Master Voss, who seems somewhat calm, somewhat collected, doesn't appear to be have been disturbed or brought or woken. He seems like, from what you can tell, he's already been awake for some time. Shavek is fiddling with scrolls and paperwork and places some maps. You hear them placed down onto a table with a satchel. And Voss, after a moment pause, there's a moment of pause, and then he says, "Well," and Shavek says, "It took some convincing. They have approved your route. But Voss, they had a few questions. Understandably, they have asked why you intended to go so close to the Jardin, and it took a lot of convincing from myself to assure them that you know what you're doing, and the route will be efficient and safe." You hear Voss reply with somewhat of a frustration or an irritation. He says, "All the years that I have served and that I have done this, why is my skill at navigation coming into question?" And Shavek comes back quickly and says, "Voss, you must understand. The trade authority, the guild, is interested primarily in the welfare of the merchants. This is about money. Speed and efficiency is what they care about. And the Jardin is renowned to be extremely dangerous." He says, "Well, the important thing is that we have the route that we require." And Shavek comes back with, "Do you still intend to go ahead then?" He says, "It is absolutely paramount. It will take 6 days to go around the Jardin, which is what they anticipate. If we cut through it, that takes it down to 3. And those are the 3 days that I need to divert off." Shavek pauses for a moment. "What have you told the men?" Voss comes back with, "I have a select few. They are aware that we are taking a diversion. They are aware that we are going through the Jardin. The rest, I am keeping in the dark." Shavek comes back with, "They will know when they see the rune stones." He says, "By that point it'll be too late.
Ooh.
We will deal. We will deal with those when it comes to it. For
DM,
now-
what is the walls
Go on.
made out of?
Sandstone.
Could I attempt to use my dagger and like this and like carve a hole through so I can look through?
Iggy be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
They just seem really thin walls. We can hear through them, so I'm like, surely I can cut a hole.
They are relatively thick.
Okay.
You're probably utilizing skillfully some cracks in the walls,
Okay.
and with a good perception, you're able to. If you start trying to hack away at them, it's up to you. You'll be able to get a view, but
I'll be going.
It's
it's up to you.
Okay, I'll leave it.
So, Voss says, "Is there any signs that the men stirring?" And he says, "Yes." He said, "Many of them are. They already know their places. The wagons are being loaded outside. The camels are being brought up. The pack animals are ready. We just have to bring the rest of the guard down and the rest of the travelers and the merchants. I imagine we will be able to leave within the hour." And Voss comes back with good. "I will be down momentarily. Make sure all our affairs are in order, and pay off the steward for this depot." He says, "I've already done it." And you get the impression from this conversation that these two are not just two colleagues working, that there is a friendship here of kinds. There is a trust between these two. One clearly representing the security and the guard of the caravan, and the other one representing the interests of the trade of the merchants. This is something that some of you might be aware with in Golden Glass, that it is very much money talks, money rules all here, and profit and trade is a big driving force in Golden Glass and in Azarius in general. So Shavek carries almost as much weight as Voss seems to carry. Okay?
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, you hear Shavek start to move, and the door opens, and he leaves. And it all seems to go quiet in there for the moment. You hear a few, what sounds like some effects being gathered together in a pack of sorts, but there doesn't seem to be any other noises. Okay.
Did he leave the way he came?
There's that you hear a door open and close that sounded very similar to when he entered, so you can assume that he came in the way he came. Yeah.
Blink's going to dart back to the door to sort of see if this guy walks past.
Okay,
See if he can catch him
Blink
walking
moves back
past.
to the door. Okay, you see the old man, Shavek, the white beard, the Eastern style robes that are designed to keep him cool, with his pack and his stick and a small short sword hanging off his side. And he moves towards the balcony, that central balcony that looks down into the middle of the depot, and he takes the stairs down, and he disappears down the stairs out of sight. The below.
Blink just sort of goes, I wanted him! And turns back to Piggy.
Maybe not the time and the place, but I'm sure you'll get your opportunity. Do you know the Jardin, or what the Jardin is?
Blink doesn't know no Jardin. Do you?
Do I, DM?
What is Professor Ignatius's background in terms of where's he come from?
He's read lots of books in his previous life, but his first he wouldn't have travelled around Dralas. His first encounter in Golden Glass from across the waters.
Okay,
But in his old what do you call it, school, he would have read up quite a bit, just whether he would have known or read anything about a Jardin, or is it a hugely common thing, is probably the best question to ask. Is it like a globally known place?
Give me a history check. Let's see if you've done enough of a thorough history check, and then let's give an insight check. See if you can.
Okay.
Go for a history check.
Okay. History. Oh, 18.
Ooh.
Okay. So the Jardin Desert is a region to the northeast of your location. Does not appear on any maps.
Okay.
But you will recall that there are places that are not ventured to lightly.
Within the Jardin Desert.
Within the inner kingdom of Azaris, within that long stretch of the dunes, the Middle Kingdom, there are parts of that desert that are not ventured to. You recall mention of the Jardin in one text that you read, reference to a expanse of desolate desert that seemed to hold a lot of sway with the Azarian people, and that you had reference to large stones, old beyond counting, that had stood there on the outer circumference of the Jardin Desert for as long as anybody has been recording history.
Cool.
Okay.
Blink looks at Iggy and just sort of sits against the door. So what do you think about these guys? You think this is are we safe here? You think these are nice people or like nasties?
Well, we've only known them for a day, but they sound like they have a plan, and maybe not a nice plan. Maybe they're in it for a lot of gain and some wealth by the sounds of it. But let's roll with it. Keep them at arm's length, even though my arms aren't very long. But let's see how we go. Maybe just let's go with caution. Are you okay with caution?
As Blink will do what Iggy does, and I kill those that try to stop us.
Yeah, let's if needs be, then I agree, and I'll have your back.
Shing! Puts his daggers back in his thing. Just sort of.
What do you reckon? Should we go and find the others and probably do we trust them enough to let them in on all this info?
I say we keep it to ourselves, son, and then tell them later.
Okay. Well, let's.
I want food.
See what they're up to. Let's go. So we'll go out and peer out the door and see if anyone's listened to us first, and then we'll head across to where the other guys were staying.
Okay, so as you crack the door open, you have a little look out. There's no immediate sign of anybody on the balcony outside. You step out, both of you, into that corridor, that open space. And as you're walking towards, you happen to note down below you some of the activity which is taking place. Okay?
Yes.
Orgies.
Orgies.
Goblin orgies.
Goblin. It's not that kind of adventure.
Oh, damn it.
Okay. So.
It was a camel.
You note that some of the dromedaries. Oh yeah, I use the word dromedaries.
Oh, I'm loving the big words.
The dromedaries, I think that's the right word. That's a camel, basically, are being led out of these stables on the first floor, and there are individuals there that you may have seen at a glance yesterday, but you have not had any time to get to know faces, etc. But you note an individual that is sitting there beside the trough, seems to be just kind of looking and watching directly down towards the front. He glances up, spots you, and gives a small nod of recognition. And there is a woman, very attractive, a woman with almost striking, what seems to be slightly elven features, that is leading that camel out towards that front gate on the first floor.
Okay.
And she passes underneath without even really noticing, looking up. It's the one by the trough that kind of looks up, just gives you a bit of a nod, and then just kind of goes back to what he's doing. Around about that time, from across the way, two guards appear at the doorway. And as one of them starts heading down, the other one comes and slams on the door. And Xavier and Bog, you are kind of brought state of awake.
5 more minutes. He's gonna toss over.
It's a teenage boy.
You're going to sleep for 5 more minutes, I think.
My tail is curled up over myself. I am sleeping for 5 more minutes.
Okay, what about you, Bug?
Well, if you're going to stay there, be lazy, Bog, I suppose we'll go do some work. I'm just going to get up and leave.
So you're standing up and heading towards the door. So as you come to the door after this, and you notice that the person, whoever it is that's banged, has moved on. But as you step outside, you see Iggy and Blink across the way looking down on the balcony.
Kids playing knock a door run.
Bog. I'll sort of wave. You have a good night's sleep.
Well, I'll start wandering over some.
We'll meet at like the top of the stairs, I guess.
As before he gets there, sort of Blink leans into Iggy and he's like, "What is this one? Is it human? Can I eat it?"
I don't know. Not yet. Maybe
I am
maybe
confused.
perishes to the desert, and then maybe you can feed on him.
Just look. Blink is just eyeballing Bog like, "Can I eat you?" Just sort of looking at him.
How tasty do you look? Sorry, Bog. Good night's sleep. Does a tabaxi snore?
They don't snore, they just seem to purr a lot.
Purr. Interesting.
Yes. It was my first experience. I shan't do it again.
Oh, okay. Oh, well. Did you have separate beds?
Thankfully, Bog had its own bed.
Oh, wow. Super. I guess we should go and find, is it Tamo, I think?
The human.
Do you know where?
Tamo?
Tamo.
Is that the human?
Such a long time ago, like yesterday.
I know. The
We'll
cat
peer.
says it's going to have a little cat nap for a bit longer.
Oh, well, we'll meet him downstairs, the lazy little blighter. Let's go. And Iggy will sort of walk round the
Lead
balcony
the way.
and
Blink's
Knock
gonna
on.
go in the room, sit on Bog's bed, and just stare at Xavier.
Xavier's purring. Just as Bog
He's
said.
fascinated. He's just like,
Yeah, you actually see the tail like kind of like swish almost at times, like as if he's dreaming still.
The general
Yeah.
swishing of the tail.
Yeah, like a little flick here and there, just a little swish.
Blink is not interested in going to see the
Alright.
human.
So
we'll head round and down and knock on Tamu's door.
Okay, so as you're coming double back on yourself a little bit, it's around about here that you look up and you hear the click of a door. And an individual steps out, just lazily stopping, doesn't seem to look over his shoulder and notice you, begins talking to the caravan guard who almost stands there. And you note over his shoulder a large balcony, what looks like it looks out onto the night. Which is directly above the entrance to the Caravanissar. The individual, who's Master Voss, steps out onto it and seems to stand there for a few moments and seems to just be taking in what's happening below. And then eventually, as he turns back round and starts walking back downstairs, his eyes fall on you, the two of you standing there together. He hears for a moment, seems a little confused.
Master Voss. Iggy are kind of sort of wave and little scurry over.
So he starts walking towards you. He's more looking at the close proximity between you and Bog. As you start walking over, he says,
Yes.
Just,
And
something-
I'll sort of look back at Bog and look at Master Voss and be like, everything okay? Did you sleep well?
Satisfactory.
Oh.
The caravan is in the process of being prepared, and he looks over his shoulder and said, "I have not had the pleasure of meeting you properly yet, but if you head downstairs, I'm sure they can help you with finding which work is required of you."
Oh,
you,
okay,
Bob.
of course. Oh no, yeah.
I just do like the very regal like curtsy bow thing. It's like, as you command, Master Boss.
Okay, and then he turns, he looks back at you, said to him, "As for yourself, I did not catch your name."
Oh, Iggy, and I'll sort of hold out a hand like up to him. I guess he's like human tall, isn't he? Sort of 5 plus.
He's quite tall, actually. He's
Oh,
got
shit, okay.
he's got quite dark skin, and you are gnome.
I'm a gnome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like
Yeah,
3
so
feet.
he's kind of looking at. He is quite tall. He's got very dark skin and kind of yellowed eyes and very kind of like thin, chiseled features. With the Eastern turban, very dark clothing. It's quite expensive looking, shall we say. There's almost like a lace of gold on it and things, but it's designed to be cool and practical. But he kind of reluctantly seems to, after a moment of pause, reaches and takes your hand and said, "Should you require anything during our journey, Master Shavek will be able to assist you."
Okay. And do we? Sorry, we haven't met Shavek yet, have we? Or have we?
No.
Okay. Master Shavek, you say? Oh, okay. And he'll be joining us on our journey.
Most certainly. Shavik will be with us for the duration. Any questions or concerns regarding the contents of your stock or the conduct of my guards, pass them on to Shavik, and I will make sure that I hear of them.
Oh, okay. No problem. Yeah.
As well.
Thank you.
I'm sure you have much to be about, and so do I. So I
Okay.
will see you downstairs. And with that, he promptly turns and moves past that balcony towards the stairs and disappears down out of sight.
Okay. Do we see? Sorry, I didn't know if I saw someone else there. Okay.
There is a guard just seems to be standing at the top of the stairs,
I'm gonna get my book out, and I'm pretending to write something. I have a pen, inkwell, and I'm pretending to write something like I'm taking some very important notes, and walk with sort of full confidence north towards the balcony. And sort of as I pass the guard, I go, "Morning."
He kind of almost surprised by your direct recognition of him, sister. Good morning to you.
Morning. And I'll just carry on walking.
Okay, you walk out and you start to hear this hum of activity getting louder and louder as you. Bog, what are you doing at the moment? Are you accompanying, or are you making yourself scarce?
I feel like I need to make myself scarce.
No worries. Do you start heading downstairs then, or are you?
Yeah, no, I listen to Master Boss. I'm a good boy.
Good boy. So you head towards the top of the balcony and you start taking that set of stairs that's directly opposite your room. You start heading down, and we will pick up with you momentarily. Iggy, you start to hear this sound of activity getting louder and louder as you step out onto this balcony, and as you get to the edge, that the first light of dawn hits you, and as you look all the way across the horizon to the right and left, you see a multitude of these caravans that seem to have lights emanating from them, and you hear herd animals and horses come riding past quickly below, and it seems this section, this location that you're in, is a hive of activity for these depots, multiple depots, all coming to life in the early hours of the morning. And as
sorry. There's just as a visual. We're in one depot. There's lots of these.
Oh yes.
Ah,
all the way
okay.
along.
Sorry. Yeah. I'm with you.
Different ones. They all have their own guards. They have animals of all kinds of shapes and sizes are being gathered. You get the sense that there are some of these depots that are far larger, with far more people being gathered, and this one though sizable by some opinions, seems to be far smaller than some of the activity you see off in the distance to the left and right. Okay, but as you take that scene in, what you see below you is that's it. Keep that horse covered. Keep that horse covered.
Keep the horse going.
What you see below you is what looks like the formation of your convoy starting to form below you.
Nice. Look at that.
Boy.
There are individuals gathering. There are herd animals being brought and tethered onto those carts. There are people that seem to be just kind of passing on messages back and forth, and some people come moving in with horses, and there's somebody off to the left there that mounts up and then starts calling to an individual there and pointing down. And this hive of activity, and people are starting to come out from underneath you as well, and you're taking this all in, okay?
Nice.
Okay.
Do I recognise any of these people? I sort of take a quick glance. I'm not investigating each individual person. And I sort of a quick, brief glance down the carrot up and down. Do I recognise anyone from the town or from the?
You recognise to the right-hand side, Rationed.
Okay. Yeah.
As an individual, you will note there have been a few token upgrades since last session. Okay? You recognise two individuals to the right-hand side, Rationed and Maliskar, the two individuals that you'd met in the small drinking establishment. They seem to be out there. The one is talking to the other one as he's trying to kind of tether a camel. Okay?
Nice.
Right.
Any suspicious activities going on?
Give me a perception check.
19.
Okay, so you note as you're looking around and you're taking the scene that on the very outskirts of these almost slums that sit in the vicinity around these, a few people are kind of almost looking and taking note. Okay, and there's a few people that kind of talking. It's early in the morning. It's intentionally early in the morning. So to have certain people just kind of sitting and looking around seems a lot. However, the general vibe that you're getting from some of these individuals below, quite rough and ready, quite stern looking. The weapons, some of the weapons you're seeing on some of these people, seems enough to deter anybody from getting any closer. Okay.
Okay. So there's people eyeing up our caravans.
A little bit of early morning interest.
Intrigue. Yeah. Okay.
Intrigue.
Okay. I will sort of give if anyone notice, I'll give them a sort of little early morning like nod and head back in to the stairs.
Okay. So you're heading back, and which way are you going? You going down the stairs to the side that you saw Voss go down, or are you heading towards?
I was
Tamo?
heading towards Tamo and back that way. Yeah.
Okay, so you come down, pass down to the balcony. You see that hive of activity below again as people are talking and animals getting brought out. Voss is down there now talking to Shavik, and as you pass by your old room and you come down the corridor, you see another guard that's sitting there he's just leaning on the fence. He's leaning on the balcony looking over, and you come to the door that you believe was Tamo's room.
I'll just take a listen. Is there any stuff going on? Is he?
All seems quiet at the moment. Tamo, you're still asleep.
I'll give a little knock on the door. a loud, like clear of the throat.
Hello?
Tamo.
Tamo, is that you?
Who's there?
It's Iggy. Morning. I just thought I'd rouse you. Give you a bit of time to wake up. It seems like there's a lot of activity. Maybe we should make ourselves useful.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
You know, as merchants and all. I'll meet you downstairs.
Okay, it's Tomo, by the way. Tomo.
Okay, Tamo.
This is going to be the
Thank
running
you.
joke. This is like
Yeah, just Tamo. Tamo. Okay, I'll head.
Nice
I'll
to
head
meet
back
you.
round. Again, in the morning. I'll head back round.
Which stairs are you heading down?
Just ones that Bog went down. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Taking you round down the stairs. Okay, so Tamo, you've been woken up. What are you doing?
I will gather my things and pack up and head out the door.
Okay.
And
the scene.
just kind of look down, and do I see Iggy kind of walking away and downstairs or whatever? Or?
You see Eggy making his way down the stairs. You see Bog is down below. Bog, what are you up to?
Muted.
Muted is the first thing I'm doing. I'm just sort of hanging around. I'm trying to gauge like who's important, who's not. Because at the end of the day, I do need to start trying to recruit people to the almighty Belial. So.
Okay, give me a general perception check as you're looking around, and you're looking. Or give me an investigation check. Give me an investigation check. See if you can pick up anything of note.
I would prefer the perception.
If you're just
okay.
8. Yes.
Ugh.
Yeah. Oh, give me the perception as well. Then we'll take it. We'll take a general vibe from the 2. I might give you a bit less details because of the investigation. Okay, you can see, you'll see things, but you might not necessarily. Okay, so a lot of individuals are passing through, and you're starting to see distinguish between the guards, a whole host of different characters and individuals, different races and things like that, all moving around. And they seem to know what they're doing. Okay. Off to your side, there's an entrance to what looks to be some kind of leisure area, some kind of sitting region, and there seems to be a large congregation of people in there. Okay, that seem to be sitting around waiting. They don't have to have the same kind of thrum of activity as the rest of them do. These seem to be waiting for some kind of signal to be moved on. But people are pushing past you, and you now see that Voss has come downstairs and moved towards the entranceway. Okay, animals are being brought through. So.
Okay. I kind of want to go chill out in the leisure area for now.
Okay. Okay, that's where you're going to be. Okay. So I'll bring Iggy down there. In a moment, we're going to go downstairs, and I'll place you all where you said you're going to be. So, Tamo, as you see this, you see Iggy come downstairs. You see Bog move off towards that corner. What are you doing? Or where are you going?
I will throw my backpack over my shoulder and mosey on down the stairs there.
Okay, comes around.
Down, boy.
Heads on down himself. You kind of hit that same hum of activity. You're kind of right in the middle of it all of a sudden. It's early in the morning. It's almost... There is some kind of effort to maintain that kind of quiet, but people are bringing things out as people start to come down and get involved. Okay?
Cool.
Xavier. Go on.
I have a question.
Yes.
It's kind of a game mechanical question. So if a spell has a vocal component, does that generally mean that there's like a spoken word or something that you say out loud?
Yes, or like an incantation.
Yes, yeah.
And is it possible to say that word without casting the spell?
Yeah, I suppose there's other... I'd say so, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I'd say
Thanks.
so.
I was just curious. Thank you.
Okay. Xavier.
So Blink is just looking at Xavier. He just sort of goes, "Oi!"
Xavier is
as you kind of come to and you roll over from this blissful 10 extra minutes that you've had, you see this kind of feral-looking goblin with red face just kind of staring intently at you on the other side of the bed.
He's just
where you had Bog.
Just staring at the tail. Why does its tail move like that?
Xavier's just going to go white for a second, and he's just going to start to relax. Well, this isn't the first time I've woken up in a bed that isn't my own, with someone staring at me with murder in their eyes. But
this is not murder yet. No.
Yeah.
Where do I get a tail like that?
Word.
I would like a tail like that on my back. It would look so pretty.
Well, I guess you could probably find some magician to help you, but I was just born with beautiful genetics.
I've eaten your kind before. Tasty.
His ears are gonna go kind of like back with that. He's like, "Are you testing me, little one?"
No, I like you. Let's go.
Fair enough. And he'll start slowly getting up, just a bit cautious, just like glancing over his shoulder every so often as he's getting his pack together.
Blink's just like fascinated by this tale, just like following it behind.
Just looking at
Two of you.
he's as he's actually walking out, and he's actually since he's turning around every so often, and he's seeing that he's noticing this. As he's walking to the door, he's going to exaggerate the tail movement as he's walking to it.
Okay. I'll let you two, if you have control of your tokens, I will not manhandle you. I don't know if you... There you go, they're off. Okay.
They're off to the races.
Come back here.
Okay. And at that point, we going downstairs.
Woo!
Give me 60 seconds, guys.
2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm not going to count the whole thing.
You can't, but you've started now.
Yeah.
It's not annoying at all.
Right. Let's put that where are... Oh. A little bit of preparation for where things are and where people are. And where the bloody hell did I put you lot? Oh, I put you down there. There you go. Right. That's got you all pretty much here. Tamo, you have a... I'm doing it now. You have a purple circle around your character on the ground downstairs. Can we remember what that was for?
Yes.
Detect thoughts? Was it?
Yeah, he was doing telepathy shit.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, doing telepathy shenanigans. He was trying to read people's
Yeah.
minds, wasn't he?
Speaking of which, did we get a long rest?
Yes,
Overnight
yeah,
there,
you all had a good sleep. Yes, you're all well rested. So I'll take that off you. And we've also got Bog, who's placed himself in that little area. So you're going to have a whole cacophony of individuals around you that seem to be looking at you with intrigue as they wait. Okay, so we will pick up with Bog. As you stepped inside, you saw a number of individuals. Okay?
Yeah.
That seem to have been gathered. Most are just minding their own business, but they have the occasional glance over towards you with intrigue. You see a grey-furred tabaxi, rather timid looking, that seems to be looking around and taking everything but trying not to draw any attention on herself. You see what looks to be an old, grizzled, white-haired man with a beard, with leather-studded armor and a large weapon on his back, and he's leaning against one of these pillows, and he's just kind of looking and glancing outside, watching you, and then his eyes go across to another individual to his right-hand side, who is draped in a white cloak with a grey skin, pointed ears, and a tattooed face. Okay, and just behind them,
Exotic.
two orcs, one female with dreaded hair over the top, and she's kind of almost with this kind of like grizzled expression, kind of looking around impatiently, and the other one, who's almost feeding off her mood, is looking as well. Two of them just seem to be staring and trying to take in the sight behind you outside. And then off to your left, there's a young man with somewhat of a confident and cocky expression, who just seems to be just flicking fire in his fingers, just little like licks of fire in his fingers, and catching them and then moving them. Seems to be quite enjoying and entertaining himself with doing that.
Okay, and this is... What sort of area is this again?
It's kind of like it looks to be some kind of waiting area. It's a some kind of area for comfort and to sit.
I'm gonna take up a little queue over here. Just sort of lock in. I want to see if I can like eavesdrop on a few convos that are going on. Listen for some juicy info.
The two to your left, or the one to your left and the one across from you, the Tabaxi doesn't seem to want to really engage with her. She's kind of quite timidly looking and keeps herself to herself. She seems to be doing some kind of fiddling or crochet or something that she's keeping her occupied. The one sitting directly off you, the elf, is meditating. Appears to be meditating. He's just kind of sitting there quietly. You notice on his supplies, you've taken a bit of what he's with him. He has a travel pack, and he seems to have a bow with him. It's the one to your right that eventually, the grizzled one that kind of looks at you. Don't strike me as a merchant. What are you doing here?
Wow. Doing very similarly to what everyone else in here is doing. Taking a seat and waiting. What about yourself?
I'm catching a ride. Going as far as Aza City. I've got some family there. Haven't seen for a long time.
Really? How far of a trip is that for you? I'm not really from around these parts.
It's going to be several weeks, if not months, travel. I'm going all the way with the caravan.
Just out of a question, DM, sorry. Is there literally one caravan leaving today from this place? Or is there
From this place,
multiple?
one caravan. No, this depot has been hired specifically to house everybody taking this caravan.
Oh, sounds okay. So he'll be going with us then, technically.
He's going with you guys, yeah.
I believe we're going on the same caravan then, friend.
So are you travelling or guarding, or... I'd assume if you're guarding you'd be out there doing something with them, but could be wrong.
Just a side note, because of how long it's been. Can anyone remember who picked to be guards and who picked to be merchants?
Iggy and Talmo are travellers.
Merchants,
and
yeah,
we're
And the rest of us are, yeah.
Yeah, guards, yeah, I thought so. I thought I was a guard, but I thought I better double fucking check.
Shit, I forgot my role.
I don't want to start like fucking pretending to be the other one when I should be the one. But it's been so long I couldn't fucking remember.
It's only been a month. What are you on about?
Be back in 30 seconds.
Oh, no worries.
What was I supposed to be doing again?
What's my name?
So that's a lounge full of
Yeah, it's like
the
a
travellers, I presume, like the passengers.
Just a lounging area, looks like.
Yeah. Should I just turn into this guy?
Well, in front of him.
Really scared.
Yeah,
Yeah, in front of him.
just
Just really
more
scared.
You have a photo of your family that I could copy.
Just change part of your face when no one else is looking to his. It's like,
Yeah, just do one half.
just trip him out.
I realise I have to utilise my phone
Just
a
fucking,
bit.
just slowly go like that with my hand and change it. Go back.
Just every time he looks away and looks back, just a small feature of yourself has changed to his. Eventually,
you're
he's just gonna
gonna
look
do
at you.
You can do some
I'm
changeling
gonna,
shit.
I'm gonna fucking threaten someone like that at some point. Just fucking change into him and just be like, I will replace you.
So he says, I assume you're travelling with us, and unless you're supposed to be out there doing something with them.
I volunteered, someone great as myself, to help guard the less abled.
Less able. Is that what I'm supposed to be, is it?
Hey, I don't know, you tell me.
He kind of smirks. He says, Well, maybe there's some truth to it. And he reaches out his hand. Nolan.
I'll reach out and I'll shake his hand.
Okay.
And I now have a new name to the list.
Was that Nolan, DM?
Nolan. Nolann. Nolan.
Double N.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay.
And he is a human?
He is a human. He is a human. An old.
Excellent.
Okay. Okay. What do you want to do, Pug? You want to maintain where you are, or?
Yeah, I kind of. I just want to. Very much assuming that these people are going to be coming with us on this caravan. So I'm just sort of want to like kind of get like a familiar myself with them. Not like necessarily like friendly, but just sort of like take note of what everyone looks like. And just kind of mannerisms and stuff like that, you know.
Okay, no worries. I'm going to leave you for a while doing that, and I'm going to pick up with the rest of this lot out here. Now, guys, you hit an absolute hive of activity as you come down here, and we'll open up and we'll kind of give you a bit of a view so you can decide what it is you want to do. You see Master Voss down below you is talking to an individual, and as you look up the corridor towards the where you came through to actually enter this place yesterday, you see there are camels being led, and outside that convoy that you saw, Iggy, is now. Yeah. I'll give you the whole. Is now taking shape with animals being attached. I love how that horse. Okay, see, there you go. That's Bardic Tools. That's how good it is. That's how easy it is. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Okay, so that's really taking shape out there now. Okay. So, what are you doing, guys?
As Blink gets to the bottom of the stairs, he sees the crowd, and he's a little bit introvert, and he just sort of puts his hood up to hide his goblin features because he doesn't want to be targeted or seen, really. And he looks to Iggy and he says, "What do I do in such a place? Someone with my features."
Well, just I would say be yourself, but maybe do what we practiced. You know, the whole manners and try and just be a little bit friendlier.
I am friendly.
Maybe friendlier.
Okay, let's see what they can do. And he's going to walk up to the master of trade.
Okay, so as you start to Xavier,
I'll be fairly close behind, just like a sort of on his 6 o'clock-ish. Yeah.
Okay, so Blink, as you're walking up, you see Shavik is directing his attention towards the steward that you met yesterday when you entered, and he places some items into their hand, and then a kind of a bunching of scrolls and documents. Pastor says, "On our departure, please have these passed on to the guild." And the steward bows, says, "Of course." And noticing your approach, says, "I will leave you to your business then, Shavek. I wish you all of the all the luck with your travels." Says, "Many thanks." And with that, they pass by, leaving, and Shavek turns and almost is taken aback for a moment by your close proximity and approach.
So Blink has this sort of really fake evil smile, and he's like, and he just looks down and goes, "I'm Blink, nice to meet you." And puts his arm up. Seriously, no human interaction skills.
He seems to observe you for a moment, and then he kind of breaks into a smile and says, "Shavik, it is good to meet you. I confess I have not had the pleasure of as many goblins as associates in my time, but I have read the documents pertaining to your joining us. I am pleased to have you with us."
I have little skill.
Learning that moment, that's that. Obviously, this is the person that has been given the information that doctored you into this caravan. Okay.
He just awkwardly sort of looks at him and just looks towards Iggy, like as if to say, like, what do I do now?
I'm like, well done. Like little clap, like, keep going, you're doing really well.
Okay, bye. He's just gonna walk on.
Okay, Blake, and obviously Shavek follows him and his eyes full. He says, I said I was looking forward to our meeting, Professor Ignatius. It is Ignatius, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes,
Ignatius,
Iggy, Professor Ignatius, and you must be Shavik, is it?
I am indeed Shavek. I will be responsible for your needs and the welfare of your goods. I represent the Golden Road Trade Authority. Let me make sure I got the right.
Oh God,
Golden Road Trade Authority. Golden Glass is head of trade. He is an agent for the Golden Road Trade Authority.
Blink is like pulling on Iggy's top as if to like, and he's just like, that is the guy, huh?
Shavek leans past and looks at you and said, I'm sorry, Blink. And he turns and directs his attention towards Master Voss and said, I'll give you some advice. Make yourself look useful at this moment in time. Obviously,
Blink.
To Blink, obviously querying the fact that you two seem to be now in close proximity talking to each other.
Blink is gonna go and attend to the horses.
You guys remember you're not supposed to know each other.
So Master Shavik, nice to meet you. Is there anywhere I should make myself useful on the caravan? I mean, I'm merely a merchant. Is there a particular caravan you want me on, or how does this work? I've not done much caravanning in my time in alchemy school.
I understand. Let me explain. It's going to be a little bit daunting for individuals who have not yet had the pleasure of such a incursion. You will not need to lift much of a finger. As you can see, Caravanissar Guard are well underway with preparing the caravan. We will be departing hopefully within an hour. I understand, if memory serves, that you are not coming with wagons or horses, so we will assign you to a wagon so to make you as comfortable as possible.
Fantastic.
There's
no goods. I'm merely a salesman of recipes, shall we say? But yes, so I don't come with much goods, actual goods. But okay, fantastic. And is there anything I should look out for in our journey?
In what sense?
Well, and he's sort of like, gets this little like nervous, like bandits and stuff.
Rest assured, our caravan will be most safe. Master Voss has quite a reputation within the guild. He will, I'm sure, ensure that you are not only safe, but you arrive at the destination in a timely fashion. Which, as we all know, time is money. Come.
Of course, yeah.
And he gestures over to you as well, Tomo. Excuse me. Begging your pardon, I have not had the opportunity to speak to you yet, but if you wish to join us, I will take you out front and I will show you the Caravanissar.
Hello. I haven't met Shavik, have I?
You haven't met him yet, no. He's not. I think he was busy when you guys came in.
Right. Tomo's my name. I extend my hand.
Well met. I am Shavik. I will represent the interests of the guild, and I will be your representative on the caravan.
Well met.
Do you need to refresh yourself at all before we head off? I will try and do my best to get you situated somewhere comfortably as quickly as possible. Is there anything you need to do before we head out?
No, I believe I'm ready to depart anytime.
Oh, very well. In which case, please, both of you, follow me. And with that, he starts kind of hobbling towards the past you and down this long corridor. and you pass Blink. Blink, you've managed to kind of assign yourself to the side of this very, very well tended to and well maintained horse that looks far nicer than any you've ever seen. It's kind of got this what's the Spanish kind of stallion with like the it's got the braids on the side of it, and the individual that stood beside it, which you recognise as Rashund, as you're kind of standing there trying to look. What are you exactly doing?
Blink has affinity for animals and nature, so he's very much sort of trying to like stroking it in, like might have just looked to try and feed it with some hay or something like that. So he's just trying to tend to the horse as best he can and faking what he's trying to do. But also he loves animals, so he's just gone onto it and he's sort of whispered, "Hello, my friend." That sort of thing.
Give me an animal handling check as you're being watched on by the individual that you know to be.
Oh shit! Okay. Animal handling. I got
This is
15.
okay. So the with the help, what it seems seemingly unintentionally, with the help of Ration to the side there, who's kind of looking at you and smiling as he's brushing. And Iggy, you walk past and you see as Blink is trying to kind of like get the hay and like feed the horse, and this individual's watching him and just smiling as you guys walk past him, shoving. And Ration leans in and says, "He seems to like you. It's a good job as well. This is Voss's horse." And still goes back to brushing.
With that, Blink is going to try and just slightly put a slight cut in the saddle harnesses that sort of hold the saddle on.
Oh God!
He's gonna try and put a nick in the saddle.
He's going to sabotage. He's going to sabotage it.
Okay. I assume you're going to try and do this stealthily, but let me know if not.
Oh yeah, I'm not. He's going to pull his blade out of his pocket, and he's like, yeah, and he's just going to go in and just try and give it a little nick.
Okay.
Not all the way through, just like leave like a couple of millimeters so that it still operationally works. But the next time he goes over a big bump, that fucker's coming off. Blink didn't like that guy.
Give me a stealth check.
A stealth check. 17.
Okay, so as you looking and timing it with as you try to obviously maintain, as Ration leans back and is brushing down the far end of the horse, you literally with your blade a quick nick along the leather that attaches it down the one side, and you feel confident as you go back to kind of feeding it hay that is not only not noticeable, but it hasn't been spotted by the individual on the other side.
Just puts his blade back in his pocket, and he's got this little sort of smirk on his face. Chaos.
Okay. Chaos indeed. As you three are walking down, you pass another individual leaning against a wall. Seems to have two blades not too dissimilar to the circle swords that you met last session, but with much brighter regalia. Whereas they were in purples and silvers, he seems to be in white with a blue turban on, and he's kind of flicking one blade on his arm while the other one rests in the scabbard. And then he just sees Shavek and almost stands up to attention and sheathes his other blade and says, "Raid Master." And Shavik, who kind of like sees him, he's very much like Master Pycelle from Game of Thrones, says, "Malice, I am situating these two merchants. Do not Voss let you catch you sitting around, yes?" And he says, "Yes, Trade Master." And with that, he picks up some of his items and he starts walking out. And I will put his name on there for you as well.
Is it Valis? Oh, you're going to type it. Okay.
Malice Carr. You've met this one briefly.
Yeah.
And he starts walking out. Okay, as you're shuffling past. As you're doing that, you come across a stout dwarf with a ginger beard and a bald head, with what looks like a waistcoat open to reveal quite a ripped torso, and he's kind of lifting up this cart and moving it back out of the way, and then he's dropping it down, and he's brushing his hands off, and he turns around and says, "All right," he says, "we'll be underway within the hour." He says, good, keep working at it. and he looks over at you two, and he just kind of gives you a courteous nod. This dwarven fellow, as he moves out the way to give you room to pass by.
I'll sort of give a little nervous, like, laughing as I walk past.
Okay. And as you step outside, the real kind of extent of the activity is there. You've got all the animals are being lashed to the wagons. There are carts with goats tied to the back of them and mules. You've got a horseman there that's kind of keeping up the rear, and then there's basically some people forming at the front here with the camels. Okay, so Shavik kind of turns to you and said, Tomo, I am placing you in this wagon, and he kind of gestures to the one to the back, off to the left, and he says, and Professor Ignatius, I will place you in this one. Professor Ignatius, I am placing you in with Clag. And he gestures, and you see a hobgoblin.
Oh God.
Okay.
Okay. Fantastic. Thank you. Clag.
Do you remember when I told you were all going to need your notes?
Yeah. Clag. I've spelt 90% of these right. I was like car, key. I was like, oh no, go. Clag, and he's a hobgoblin.
He appears to be a hobgoblin. Yeah, he's very much in the Eastern style. Red skin, kind of red skin, browny red skin. I'll get too much closer to show you, but he's got the
sorry.
Curved sword on his side, very rich in what he's wearing. Looks very well presented, and he's kind of tending to this wagon that looks to be his. Okay.
Yep.
Shavik says, "I will let you go and introduce yourself while I see to Tomo."
Okay, I'll sort of head towards that way.
Okay, so as you approach, this kind of he kind of looks over his shoulder towards you and lets out this kind of grunt. He said, "I was told somebody would be sharing with me." Say,
Clag, is it? Hi, I'm Iggy, Professor Ignatius. Nice to meet you. And I'll sort of hide out a worker's hand. It's quite small and it's got no fingernails and very rough hand, little gnome hand.
He kind of looks at the hand for a moment and does a gracious kind of bow, which you see. You can kind
I'll sort of go from a hand to a gracious bow, like nervously, like okay, we're doing this.
It seems somewhat awkward for his particular race to be doing it, but it seems somewhat practiced as well. And he says, and he goes back to his horse. You kind of tell he almost resented doing it, and then he turns back around and says, "I would prefer it if you rode up front with me. Stock in the back is not to be touched. Do you understand?"
Oh, well, yeah, of course. Up front it is with you, and your sword.
Yes, well, get yourself comfortable then.
Okay. Do you use that sword often? Is it necessary on these?
He turns
journeys
and just kind of considers you for a moment, then looks at the sword and just kind of breaks. It's the first time you've seen him smile. Said, "When necessary."
Oh.
And turns back round and starts walking.
Okay. I'll sort of like scurry like a little trot, hop, skip, and a jump, and sort of after him.
Okay, I'll leave you to there. You see Malice is mounted up on that cart. Tomo and Shavik is walking you down. And there is a caravan guard who kind of is approaching Master Shavik, so you're just over his shoulder there, and he kind of says, "You might have some issues with this one." He says he seems somewhat, how can we say it, displeased with the arrangement. And Shavik, very awkwardly aware that you're behind him, Thomas says, "Very well." And the caravan guard walks past you, gives you one glance, Tomo, and then goes back inside. And Shavik starts walking, and he turns to you, Tomo, and says, "Please give me a few moments, and I must apologize. I must conduct a bit of business here." And steps forward. It's up to you whether you want to kind of see if you can get a bit closer or...
Yeah, I mean, I'll, slowly follow.
I kind of link within a shot. As he approaches the individual who looks to be Wintellian, He kind of has some of the regalia that does not seem to match what the rest of the caravan people that you've seen are wearing. It seems to be very Wintellian. He turns away and says, Master Shavek, I must protest. I really, really must protest. I said, when I came and I assigned onto this particular caravan, I was assured that my goods would be in good care. I said, I have looked around and I see no more than 15 or 20 guards and some 3 to 5 wagons. I said, this really does not show me that you are taking my request seriously. And he said, I must apologize. It is, but I can assure you, Master Voss has all of your interests of your wealth and your possessions is his highest of concerns, and you are in good hands. And he says, I am used to caravans 2, if not 3 times this size, with 50 guards, and you mean to cross the desert with this paltry sum? And he says, I can speak for every one of these men and their skills at arms. So please rest assured the trade authority has your interests as our #1 priority. And this Wintellian kind of looks over to this and says, and I suppose this one will be riding with me then. And he says, if you would do us the great honour of giving my associate here a ride on your wagon, we would be most grateful. And he kind of leans over and looks you up and down, Tomo, and kind of says, well, I'm not happy about it at any rate, but...
I'm already walking over and like climbing up.
Okay, just kind of walking up around the horse and up onto the wagon. Okay.
It's alright, don't bite.
And he kind of comes over to you, and Shavik kind of gives you a bit of a courteous nod of gratitude and starts making his way back towards the door. And the individual that comes up to you kind of stands there and looks up at you, and kind of pulls himself up onto the wagon and kind of into the seat. This kind of portly man with short curled hair that kind of has this Wintellian style to him. And he leans his hand across and says, I am Resna of Dumont.
Name's Tomo the Wise.
That remains to be seen. Well, Tomo, I hope you've brought your own provisions, because I have none to spare, I'm afraid.
I do have my own, don't you worry.
Good. Well, as soon as this rabble gets us underway, the sooner we can get this journey over and done with.
Resin's a dick.
Yeah. Look here, Sonny. Never mind.
Okay, so as we have 2 of you situated on wagons, and let's just get you guys to where you need to be. So who have we not talked to in a while? Xavier, what are you doing?
After those 2 started walking down to the entrance, I've just turned around and started walking over to the lounging area.
Okay, so as you're heading in...
Sorry. Just seeing everything. Obviously looking at everybody, maybe looking at the other tabaxi a bit longer than the others, but just generally getting a view for what's going on in here. And I would have just sat down across over here.
Okay. Nolan watches you with this kind of interested, semi-interested kind of smirk as you come and sit down, and kind of turns and kind of raises his eyes to you, Bog. You note that the elf is still in this trance-like state, and the tabaxi sits opposite, and she kind of looks up at you for a moment, almost kind of meek expression, and then half smiles and looks down again at whatever it is she's knitting.
I'll give her a nod, and just gone back to tune in my loot.
Okay. Right. Eventually, let's lead some horses outside. Blink, you're going to see this. You're going to see as you're sitting there. Are you kind of maintaining the area, or are you going off towards where Iggy is, or what? Are you doing?
After I'd have done my little shenanigans, I'd have just crossed over and just sat on one of the crates, just waiting for something to do.
Okay. I will just move a few things into place, and then we'll get ready.
Maybe he would have stuck with that horse, because he sort of got a bit of a bond with it, so he might have just, like, headed out with it, if it goes anywhere or what it does.
Okay. No problemo. Bear with me. Let's have a look at where my people are. It's gonna be... Eventually, as you guys are sitting here, Voss steps in to the lounge area with an individual flanking him on the one side. His eyes immediately fall onto you, Bog and Xavier, sitting there. And he kind of almost gives you this glare.
I'll immediately stand up. I do apologize, Master Voss. It seemed that the caravan had every man that was needed to tend to it, so I just thought I'd relax for a minute.
He kind of almost beckons you forward.
I'll walk forwards. Well, sheepishly.
Okay. And he leans in with a smile. Go and find Javion at the front of the caravan. He will find you something to do.
Understood. And I'll immediately take my leave.
The young man behind kind of smiles at you as you pass by and just kind of gives you a wink.
There you go.
Not a flirty wink, just not a flirty wink. Just like a
Come on!
you've just been bollocked kind of wink.
He's a bard, bro.
Just because I'm a bard. Someone needs to get off the stereotypes, man.
Bog, the eyes fall upon you now, those yellow eyes, and he says, you also need instructions on how to prepare the caravan.
Ah, Master Voss. Nice to meet you again. I followed your instructions and came down here. Is there anything else you'd like me to do now?
Says, ensure that all the horses are ready and saddled, and we will be leaving within a few moments.
Every horse?
Every horse.
You sure you want me to deal with horses? I am not very good with animals.
Said, Rashund will instruct you.
I mean, being on you if anything happens. But okay. I suppose I'll go meet Rashund.
Okay, as you're walking out, then you'll find that individual standing there with a certain horse. And by this point, the individual behind is trying his best to kind of like not laugh. But he kind of like nods to as you pass by. Voss seems
I'll give him a
somewhat
cheeky wink.
irritated. Voss seems somewhat irritated. I'll let you move yourself to wherever you need to be. And I just need to... I've got one individual that seems to have escaped me somewhere. I need to find where she's gone.
As Xavier walked past Blink would have hopped off the crate.
Oh, I'm standing right now. I'm just standing right next to you.
And again, would have been like, just like he's fascinated by the tail.
I'm just standing next to you, trying not to pay attention. You just look at the tail.
So Rashund sees you approach Bog. He says, "Well met. You're another one of the new ones, yes?"
Hello. Yes, Bog is new here. And who are you?
This one is the pleasure of being Rashund. Many seasons have I worked as the caravan guard.
A great pleasure it must be. Hopefully one day I may experience the pleasure of being Rashund. But who knows?
It seems somewhat confused by that comment. Yes, you are not local, are you not?
Oh, certainly not. I don't normally like to play in Sandpit. But business persists. I have to travel.
Is this what generally Bog looks like? This kind of this grey with the white hair, and is that his kind of general?
His sort of like the form he's taken at the moment is very like dark alfy. And the persona of that is very like a fucking smug dickhead.
Yeah.
Play it well.
His personality will probably change a little bit depending on which form I take.
Okay.
But sort of like this dark alfie one's a bit more of a smug dude.
DM,
Okay.
DM, Blink looking at Rashund. Is he armed? Has he got any sort of pouches or bags or anything like that on him?
He is armed. He is armed with, you see hanging by his side, one long sword or a falchion with a slight curve at the end, and a shorter version of it. They're sitting, you see quite a lot. This is a particular style of one longer and one shorter. They're not like the circle swords that have these identical weapons. They just have this one shorter blade on one side and one falchion on the other, and he has a small dagger hanging by his neck there. In terms of pouches, he has a series of small pouches along a belt, which has got his sheaths on.
Okay, interesting. Good to know.
Okay. And Xavier's heading. You're heading towards the doorway as well, are you?
To look for this guy as well, wasn't I?
Javion.
Javion. That was it.
Javion.
Blink's just gonna go with Xavier.
Okay, you're following the kitty out. Okay. So as you step outside, yeah, what are you doing, Xavier? You've got a whole host of individuals there and things like that. You're
Great. I have to try and find that guy. I'll see Iggy over by on that wagon, and I'll probably just head over. Hello, I'm looking for Javion, I believe.
And just as you're starting to speak to him, Clag just immediately says, "There's no room up here. Try one of the other wagons."
No, I'm not looking for a seat. No, I'm looking for a Javion.
How would I know? And he turns to you, Iggy. He says, "Do you know Javion?"
What's a Javion?
None of us know who Javion is. Try one of the other wagons.
Yeah,
Fair,
try one of the other wagons.
Fine.
As Blink walks past Iggy, just sort of like,
I'm just like, nervous side eye, like. I'll lean into Clag and go, do you know who he is?
No, half of these caravan guards are no better than peasants. They've said we're doomed.
Yeah, bloody peasants.
Walk over to the next car. I walk over to the caravan guard this time. I'm looking for a Javian.
This one
I was told he'd be out here.
He's tending to the goes, Javian. He's at the front. Look for the big guy with the large blade on his back.
The front. Of course. I walked to the back of the caravan. Of course, he's at the fucking front. They just start walking away.
He's the front.
I'm just gonna walk. I'm guessing this is the front. Please tell me that's the front.
You got a 50-50 chance. I'm not going to tell you till you get there.
I'm walking to what I believe is the front.
Blink is like proper like kid while you're dragging around shopping, just like kicking the sand now, just like. "Ah!"
I walk over to this guy. I'll be like, "Hello, I'm looking for a Javian. I was told he'd be out here, at the front of the caravan."
What you see in front of you now is an individual that's wearing a assortment of kind of like furs, lightly fitted to allow for air for breathing in the high climate. But he's kind of like he's looking. Is who?
Javian.
Say Jab. And the female that's sitting behind us says, "Jamal, leave him alone." And he says, "He's over there," and he gestures to the other side of the caravan.
You're just gonna like turn around to where she's gesturing to, be like, "You're sure he's not right here? Because I have just come from there, and I was told he was over here somewhere."
He's kind of ringing his horse around, and you just hear him just laughing. It's kind of this little like, and she comes forward, this half-elven figure. She says, "Javian's the ill-tempered one at the front with the large blade on his back. He's a veteran amongst us, so watch what you say to him. He will not be in the best of moods right now, I'm sure."
Thank you. You've given me more help than the rest of these people.
Blink just looks at the guy on the horse and is like, Not happy with that guy.
So she says, well, we're going to be travelling together for some time. We might as well do a little bit to help each other. And she kind of smiles and said, I'll speak to you more on the road.
Thank you. And I'll give a wee small wave as I turn around and start, like almost like a half jog, start just walking the other way.
Blink just does
Hey,
his.
Blink, what are you doing?
He just does his thing and puts his hand up. And I'm Blink. Nice to meet you. Head down. Just like doesn't know how to interact.
Okay. You notice the right at the front there is the dwarf that you've already met, but there is a very stout, burly individual, very tall man, great big black beard, and sitting on his back is a great sword, but it seems to be curved at the one end, so like a falchion, but it's double-handed. And he strides forward after he's got this camel to one side. He says, "You." He says, "What is your business here?"
I was looking for you, in fact. I was told by Master Voss to come see you.
Means you need something to do, eh? Here, take this. And he passes you the reins of the camel.
Okay. I'll take the reins.
Do you know how to tend to it? Do you know how to ride it?
Right. You just kind of like look at the camel for a second. And be like, I've only ever ridden in wagons before, so he just gave it like a shout, like a very obvious nervous laugh.
Says, right, lead it. Keep it going in a straight line, preferably with the caravan. And with that, he starts walking off.
He's just gonna have like really outstretched arm with the camel, just looking at it.
It's just, I'm trying to best camel.
Just taking a wee step to the side as it does that. He's never ridden an animal before. There we go.
You notice that the other two have they brought theirs to a stationary position at the front of the caravan, and they seem to just be kind of standing there and waiting. Okay. Dang. Right.
I noticed that Blink's not around me as well. He's just don't know where he's gone.
Yeah, Blink's still back there.
Blink's chatting to these guys down here. He's just introducing himself to the lady, the elven lady. He's just got his hand up in the air, like.
So she's kind of leaning on a blade, and so they said, "So where do you come from then?"
Yeah, but Blink come from the mountains. I like it there. I'm here to...
Mountains? Which mountains? There's no mountains around here, little one.
I have come far away. Jagged teeth.
Jagged teeth. Well, I don't know how you found your way into this caravan, but... Well...
I have my reasons. Do not get in the way of them.
Don't we all? And I'll be sure to keep it in mind. And you see Chamal, like there's that kind of individual there, who I'll put his name on there in a moment. It's just big smile, and just kind of like little unnerving. It kind of almost matches your energy to a certain extent.
Blink is just going to go over and cut his. He's just obviously just going to try and cut his saddle off so he falls off his horse. Just cut the straps. He's going to walk over and try it.
Okay,
Guy's a dick.
Give me you're going to try and be dexterous because see if he can move and move his horse before you can do it.
Okay.
Unless you're trying to do it stealthily, are you?
No. He's just like, this guy's just laughed for like the 8th time at him, and he's just like, he's just going to go over and just try and cut it so he falls off his saddle. His saddle just sort of goes round the horse and falls on the floor.
Okay, give me a straight dexterity check.
Straight dex check.
Straight dex check.
Okay, hang on, 2 seconds. 11.
So, the thing that you notice, okay, is as you go and draw the blade, immediately the smile drops. and it's that flash of steel, that blade. He just kind of kicks the stirrups of the horse, and it kind of immediately he kind of starts to maneuver it with this lightning speed around you, and starts to circle around you. And he's just kind of looking down at you, and there is a certain amount of skill in the quick action of controlling this animal that kind of takes you by surprise. And he kind of just is looking you down, and the smile is there, but it's the eyes. He's just kind of fixated on you, and I will give you his full name, believe it or not. It's quite funny how this is Jamel Swift Horse. That is his full name.
Okay.
So
he's just charging around Blink.
He's kind of he maneuvers round you to kind of keep the horse circling you for a time, but out of your reach. And I
would recommend you do not laugh at me again. I hate you.
And you hear the female voice from behind you. She's kind of leaning on the saddle and watching the thing. She says, "Little one, let me clue you in. He's from the Utan, so his customs will seem a little bit strange. But one thing he does better than any of us is ride that horse. Said they do it since they're about 4 or 5. So just try your best to ignore him. Don't take it personally."
Personally, Blink prefers to ride Eagle. But that's for another day. And walks off and just starts stomping down here.
Okay. And as you're walking away, and you'll be familiar from where you are. The Utan lands is to the northeast of your mountain range, so you may have had some contact with the people of the Utan before.
Oh, we definitely would have eaten them.
Okay, Blink, place yourself where you think you want to go. There's kind of a general sense that things are all coming together now.
After that sort of a bit embarrassed, he just sort of goes to sit sort of against the wall, just not knowing what to do. Just like, I don't know. He's tried to interact with humans and it's not gone well. So he's just like looks at Iggy and is just like shrugs his shoulders.
Or sort of like behind Clag and sort of gesture to the front.
He's always trying to keep an eye on Iggy, like trying to defend him in at all times. So he's just like sort of hanging around. So
okay,
I'll try and gesture to one of the camels or in the direction of Xavier.
Blink's just gonna stay there.
Okay. After a short time, Bog, you will notice that if you're lingering around there, are you lingering around there or are you moving out?
Well, I was gonna. I'll move out.
Head to wherever it is you want to head to. Position yourself where you want to, young sir. Okay. After a short amount of time, there is some kind of a stirring inside, and a kind of gathering of individuals start heading out, which are fronted by the two that you've seen. Rationed being one of the young individual that was flanking Voss. Okay. And they seem to be leading this group of travellers, this group of individuals that were sitting there, and they start to move out and to take positions around the caravan, in some of the wagons. A couple of them go into the back of yours, Iggy, including the 2 orcs. You see kind of grunting. As a general, individuals are kind of forming in, and with that, and the day is kind of drifting on now. A few more people have come out, but you see these off in the distance. You see all these other convoys are beginning to move off different directions. Some are heading to the west, as if they're kind of arcing towards the borders of Wentelis. Some of them are heading more on an easterly road, as if they're going to follow the coast. And eventually, Voss comes out riding his horse. Okay?
Does he now?
At least for the moment, without issue. Okay?
This is gonna bite someone in the ass.
No one saw me do
It'll
it.
be amazing.
No one saw me do it. Ration might get in trouble though.
And he kind of begins to ride up and down the convoy. And he's getting the nods. He's looking everyone over, and he's kind of doing a few last minute directions. And then he finally finds Shavik to check in with him. And then there is a general nod, and from the front of the caravan, they start to pull off away from the depot. With you either, but there's a couple of individuals who need to choose where it is they're going to be on this.
Blink will just, if it's gonna starts to head off, Blink just sort of goes into the sort of middle, just walks in the middle of there.
He's going to stay on foot in the middle.
On foot until he needs to, and until it speeds up or whatever, and then he's going to. He's got his longbow in his arms.
Okay, and what about you, Bog?
I'm supposed to be a guard, really, aren't I? Not like a merchantento.
Yeah.
So I can't probably take the same idea as Blink. If it's going at sort of walking pace, I'll probably just sort of walk alongside one of the caravans.
One of the car, like in between where there's a car there in the way. Yeah. So you've got horses, you've got wagons, you've got mules, you've got carts. They're pulling goats. There's camels. There's a whole plethora of individuals, from travellers and merchants, guards, whole host of people. Some you've heard names mentioned, some you are yet to be introduced to. You've just maybe had a bit of dialogue with them, but you don't yet know who they are. But it's a long stretch of this caravan that starts to pull off glacially away from the depot as the morning starts to brighten up. Okay?
Awesome.
We will pick that moment there to take a little break. It's been getting us to that point, but I think it's a good point to take a little break before we pick up with the start of the journey.
Great stuff. Okay. All right, be back in what, 5 minutes? 10 minutes?
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Look it up. Cool.
All right, see you in 10.
Awesome.
See you in 10.
See you in 10.
Okay, dokie. We need some music.
And somewhere off to the east is the first noises from the beast pits of Azarius, of Golden Glass. Those roars, those various sounds, that cacophony of noise, as those large creatures are obviously kept in a particular area, and that all starts to come to life. You take in the scenes from the other depots. Vast snaking convoys, some of which have those beasts with them. Lumbering, scaly giants that move alongside dozens upon dozens of caravans, heading off west, east, north. And with Master Voss keeping the pace and continuously moving along the caravan, up and down, alongside some of those other those others on horses, just kind of keeping everybody together in a formation. You start to move away, and the city, over the course of an hour or two, starts to disappear in the distance behind you. Stretching out before you for miles is the arid lands of the outer kingdom of Azarius. Okay? At first glance, the arid lands seems lifeless. A scorched, stony wasteland stretching to the horizon. Dust rides the winds, and the cracked earth bears no promise of mercy. But, hidden within deep ravines, carved by ancient waters, a different world thrives. There, streams flow quietly towards the distant sea, nourishing ribbons of green that cling to the ravine walls. Grasses sway in the shade, trees arch overhead, and the creatures that reside there gather around the water. Predator and prey are drawn together by the precious flow of water. You can hear birds call, insects buzzing, and in the underbrush there is the rustling of unseen life. Above, desert broils in silence. But below, in the veins of the earth, life endures. Stubborn, secret, and fierce. Welcome to the arid lands. Okay. You'll hold this road now for a few days. And while there will be opportunity to stop, to camp, and it's going to take place over the course of 3 days, how do each of you want to spend your time?
Good question. Iggy will be. I guess just one quick one while we're sort of setting off and we're off into these lands. Do I notice what's in these caravans? As I said, I think was it Clag? Said don't look in the back or the. what's in the back
So-
is precious or something. I know a lot of guys got in with the orcs and whatnot. But is there particular boxes? Are the crates looking rather important or something like that?
You find Clag is very protective, and he complains heavily when other individuals are crammed into the back of his wagons and stocks have to be moved to one side. His general mannerisms are less than savoury, and he seems as you would only hope that his demeanour towards potential customers is far better than his demeanour towards other merchants and individuals. But in terms of the stocks that he carries, he has a number of crates that are nailed down, sealed tightly, various shapes and sizes. They don't appear to be labelled.
Okay.
So it's at this moment in time unclear what he is moving.
Transporting.
I think Blink wouldn't be walking the entire time. He'd have found himself on a camel or a horse or back of a goat or on top of a carriage, sort of sat on top of a carriage. Always on patrol, always on sort of lookout with his bow, with his long bow. Always looking for ambushes and bandits and stuff like that. Maybe up front. Maybe sort of he'd have moved up to front a little bit and sort of become a bit of a scout.
Okay, give me like a general perception roll to cover that period of time, and I'll let you know a few of the things that you've spotted along the way.
All of us?
Blink.
Okay, sorry.
He said he'd be doing some kind of keeping an eye on things, and
Yeah, 8.
so you've picked up on a lot of what I said in that description there. So the landscape is very harsh on the surface, but there are deep veins like ravines and things like that, and the caravan seems to be sticking down in one of these ravines and using it to snake upwards to the northeast. You've kept your eye out for telltale signs of predators. You've not seen much that would give this particular caravan any kind of trouble. There's the odd large lizard-like creature or some kind of stray jackal-like dog or small pack that have come within eyesight but never dared to come anywhere near because of the number that you've got. But there's not anything that you've seen or no tracks that suggest anything that would give the caravan any issue. Okay? Okay.
At the first opportunity, and when he gets it, probably a couple of nights in, Blink wants to pay Jamal a visit when he's sleeping.
Okay. So you note that the caravan, when they come to camp, the animals are kept in tight proximity, that the caravan guards patrol regularly around in numerous, more than 2, 4 or 5 at a time, will patrol the perimeter and especially keep care around the merchants and the travellers. You note that the guards themselves tend to clump together when they sleep with somebody usually nearby that is watching. So if you're looking for him over the course of those few days,
Okay. Where's this horse
you
again?
might be able... Where's his horse? The horse is for the guard. The 3 horses that the
On an evening, I mean, when we're sort of camped up.
they're kept together, usually close to one of the wagons.
Is there anyone guarding them?
There will always be somebody nearby, but that doesn't necessarily mean you can't get close if you do
Okay.
well
So
enough.
Blink's going to try and approach Jamal's horse.
Okay. So you can spot it. No sign of Jamal. Stealth check.
11.
Okay. You feel that you're being stealthy?
Okay. I'm going to walk up to Jamal's horse. I'm going to search it, just to have a look at it, just almost make out like I'm grooming it, but I'm searching saddlebags. I'm having a look inside.
Okay. As you are rummaging, You don't hear footfalls until they're almost right behind you.
Okay.
And a familiar, soft female voice over your shoulder says, I don't recall you bringing a horse. So that isn't yours, my little friend.
Link's sort of gonna turn around, smiling, because Iggy always told him to smile when he was in awkward situations with humans and other people. And, and he's just gonna, I thought I would give him a little stroke. Be nice.
You see the young female elf standing there. She's kind of cocked her head and looking at you and a little consider. It's not usually very polite. Oh, give me a deception check. Give me a deception check. Let's see if you actually can pass that off as for us.
Ooh, natural 1. Ouch.
She kind of cocked her half smile and said, we're going to be spending quite a long time together. Perhaps it might be best to not start off stealing from
Stealing?
people that you go.
Blink was not stealing.
She kind of
Blink wanted to say hello to the horse. Maybe give him a little haircut. And so pulled up his knife and holding his tail. Yes?
I don't think Jamal would take too kindly to you rearranging the hair on his horse.
He looks at her and he goes, I don't like Jamal. Fuck Jamal. I want to kill his horse, but I'm not going to. So I'm just going to give it a haircut.
Kind of looking over her shoulder. Perhaps not the right course of action. Come, before he comes back from taking a shit and I have to clean one of your blood up off the floor.
But he's a dick.
Yes, he is.
Blink just sort of settles down. Okay. And walks off.
A low chuckle, but she watches you go. And then once she's satisfied that you're far enough away, she just slowly starts moving around, continuing her patrol. Okay.
Blink goes back to where he's supposed to be.
Okay, nice attempt. So your natural 20 she got. Natural 20. So it was, yeah. Spotted you coming quite far off. Okay. Anybody else doing anything over the course of these couple of days? You've got a lot of individuals you've not yet spoken to, and there's some individuals you only know by name. And
I would like to do something.
yes.
Okay, so 2 things. During the day, I'm reading the history book, the random history book that I bought on the cart during the travel. And I'm less concerned with that and more focused on at nighttime or during the day, especially when I see somebody looking at a map, I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts and try to figure out who it is, because I don't know. I didn't hear any of the conversation through the wall, so I'm still kind of trying to figure out who might be leading us elsewhere, diverting us,
So, from your general observations from the cart over the course of those few days, you note that only 2 individuals on the convoy, on the caravan, are ever seen with some kind of what looks to be a map. And that is Voss, Shavik. And whenever those 2 are together, they tend to be a short distance away from the rest of the caravan. Intentionally.
Do I ever see them talking to each other with the map in hand or anything like that?
Oh, very much so. Almost daily.
Okay, so I would most definitely cast Detect Thoughts at that point.
Okay.
At least once a day. If it happens. You know what I mean? I'd be trying to figure it out.
Is there, first and foremost, a distance? Give me, what's the distance to pick that up?
30 feet. Let me double check that. Yeah, 30 feet.
Okay, so over the course of 3 days of travel, we go for a D6. We'll go with D4. And we're interested in ignoring for 2 days. There are 2 days, basically, where they are within 30 feet of you. And they are discussing the map. 2 opportunities where you can detect the thoughts. Is there any kind of rolls or anything you have to do on that, or you have to target and decide if you're going deeper or shallow, aren't you? With it?
Yeah, I can read the thoughts of certain creatures. I can move it between the creatures for up to a minute. I initially learn the surface thoughts. I can probe deeper, which I won't do because they'll know that I'm doing it. As they talk to each other, though, their surface thoughts will probably change, So, like, it specifically says the spell is particularly effective as part of an interrogation. So, like, if they're talking to each other, maybe about some sort of diversion, their surface thoughts will kind of drift there. That's all up to you, though, but...
Okay, so on one occasion, the first occasion, they are discussing how long to hold the course through the ravines. They're basically discussing how to navigate the arid lands and at which point to make an immediate turn east and start heading towards the dunes. There is some moderate debate as to whether they cut directly through the old battlefields from the dunes, which would take them within a short distance of Rinbluff, Spain, or whether they should hold the course more north and skirt around the top of the battlefields and approach the Jardin or from the north. There's some Shavek is reminding Voss of information related to some of the tribes that are known to be around there, the ones that are less hospitable towards caravans, that live more on the outskirts. So there's a little bit of movement on that, and then there's some general discussion about the merchants' general complaints. They skirt on to talking about that Wintellian complaining about the amount of guards that have been provided, the amount of wagons, and there's a certain amount of concern there about whatever it is he's transporting not being adequately protected, which is frustrating.
My partner, or not my partner, I'm a passenger in his cart. Okay.
That is correct, yes.
What's his name again? Sorry.
Resnar, I believe his name is.
Resnar. Okay.
Resnar from Dumont. So
from Dumont. Yeah, okay.
Dumont
so nothing specifically about any diversion on.
No, not so much there at the moment. The surface level thoughts they seem to be in agreement over which direction, what the ultimate direction is, but it's more of the technicalities of the day to day, and some of the both of their expertises of being brought into discussion. Okay.
Cool. All good.
Okay. Bog, what about you?
You're muted, mate.
Muted.
Sorry. I'm not going to be doing anything too crazy. I'm just going to sort of just be obviously trying to do my job that I've been hired to do of protecting the caravan. And I'm just going to leave like little pamphlets out every now and then for the greatness that is Belial, about how great he is. There's little pamphlet notes out about it, people to find.
So to add, Tomo, one of the things that is discussed as part of this is Shavik is actually holding one of these pamphlets and he's questioning it and querying it with Voss, and Voss is confused as to where it's originated from, and how many of these things are appearing nailed to the side of the wagons, and at some point he will get to the bottom of who's doing it, and he assumes at the moment that it's a merchant that's attaching them to. So, and Shavik says he has no knowledge of any of his merchants having any kind of extremist views towards any kind of strange religions. So Okay.
Got it.
Right. Is there anybody else that I've not asked? It's Xavier.
Well, during the day, I'll obviously just be trying to learn how the hell to handle a camel and also to possibly ride one.
Give me an animal handling check. Give me 3 animal handling checks at the end of the 3rd day. Let's see how well you get on with this. It's best out of 3.
1.
1 animal handling check. We're coming in with a 22. Strong start.
So a 1 plus
Okay.
3. Okay, we go.
Go.
Beginner's luck, and that's a secondary 1 plus 2.
2 nat ones. 2 nat ones.
Lucky first, I got beginner's luck, and then immediately reality hits it.
You have attempted numerous times to try and get up onto the camel and failed miserably. To the one point, you actually fell down, got your foot caught as you fell, and the camel has taken off, and you've had to be retrieved by other members of the caravan as you've been dragged along.
You probably just heard like screeching, like hissing and everything.
This camel has seemingly hates you. You're convinced that this camel is just doing this just to you, to be awkward, because nobody else seems to be having this kind of trouble. At the moment, it is a cantankerous beast, and it is your absolute nemesis.
Okay.
Sounds like
Hey,
my ex-wife.
camels now. Well, apart from that, during the day, I'll probably just be licking my wounds at night and also talking to some of the merchants and passengers that we've got on the caravan.
Yeah, give me one in particular.
Ooh, what one haven't I talked to yet? There was 2 others in the front caravan, I believe, with Yavind, or whatever his name, what his first name was. I need to write it down.
There was one which was let's call him Red Shirt, Nameless Caravan Guard 1.
Red shirt.
Red Shirt, Nameless Caravan Guard 1, and you have a dwarf with a bald head and a red beard that was leading one of the camels.
Wasn't there 2? I swear there was more than that.
Then there was the one that there was Javian, obviously, which is the one with the great big sword. So you've got 3 ahead of you. You've got the nameless red shirt one, we'll call it. We'll just call him Caravan Guard. You've got Javian, and then you've got that dwarf. And then you've got
actually in the wagon behind me.
Oh, in the wagon behind. Oh, there's numerous. You've got
It's just the one directly behind me.
the wagon directly behind you. You've got the young man that was flicking the fire in his hand. Shavek is in there. There is another guard nearby that is walking alongside it, and then you've got your tabaxi, the one that you smiled at.
Oh, fair enough.
In fact,
Here we go.
this is another tabaxi. There are 2 tabaxis in this caravan. This one appears to be a merchant. It appears to be their wagon. Okay.
Okay.
So you have a few choices there. Who would you want to be obviously speaking to?
Obviously the merchant. I must know.
Okay, then. You learn that merchant is called... Where? I bring it up. Short name is Sands, but it is Sands of Time from the Noiseless Desert clan. Okay? Sands, for short.
Sands.
Okay? They tell you that they are a Golden Glass local. Their clan originates in the jungles of Morthos Docile to the southeast, and that they are primarily transporting rare spices, herbs, and minerals. Okay? To Ezeros.
Ezeros?
Ezeros,
Ezeros.
which is the city on the other side of the Jardin before the long trek up to Aza City.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Right.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know if you want to chat to anyone else, maybe.
Nah. I was just talking to the people in the wagon. That's that.
So on 3 nights in, every night I would have been Iggy would have been tinkering with his alchemy supplies and creating these one per evening experimental elixir. So obviously eventually on the 3rd night I've had 3 more. I would have discreetly sort of gone round showing or not allowing anybody to notice that I actually know Zave, Tamo and Bog, and sort of handed them an elixir each, experimental elixir with similar to Blink, where you have the greens, the blues, the browns, blacks, sort of swirling round with unknown written on the vial, and just sort of little wink as I've done it, handed them discreetly each the elixirs.
Okay.
So you've each got one. Let me know when you use it, and I'll tell you what it does.
Alright.
And the second thing is, I would have been sort of trying to, on the caravan I'm on, as we're sort of on the move during the days, trying to suss out who Voss, or who's in Voss's sort of small band of merry men. Obviously, me and Blink would have known, or would now know, who he's got a crew that he's planning to take with him. With the guys, I think there was the 2 orcs, wasn't there? And a couple of other people, I think, that joined the caravan I was on.
That was it. Yeah, there was a whole bunch that got led out the front. Yep.
So I would have been sort of discussing with these guys and just trying to general chit chat and just see if I get any sort of, I'm leaning them towards, how well they know Voss, and how close they are, or if there is direct employ or things like that, to sort of try and work out if it's any of these that are in his sort of personal crew.
Okay. Bear with me. You do note, you kind of ask us around a few things over the course of those few days, and you trying to do it discreetly, or are you trying to do it?
Not necessarily discreetly in the sense of I'm hiding conversations from other people, but I'm trying to, I guess, more of an insight kind of checks, really, where I'm trying to gauge, I'm asking certain questions like how well they know Voss, have they worked with him before, do they regularly travel with him, do they do other jobs with him, trying to gauge links between these people and Voss to understand how well, and get a general gauge of if these are the types of people that he would be taking with him on whatever it is he's going to do.
Okay, cool. All right, then give me an investigation check. Give me 3 investigation checks.
Investigation. Roger. One is whatever that was.
Ooh.
23.
Okay.
22.
Oh, here we go.
And a 13.
Okay. So over the course of the 3 days, you start off on the first day finding opportunity, sitting around the campfire. You tend to find when you come to camp that merchants are very much keeping themselves to themselves. The travellers tend to, those individuals that seem to be travelling, of which you learn that the 2 orcs are travelling as a pair.
Yep.
And they are not there in a guard capacity. They are just travelling. You learn that what originally you think is a mate, like 2 mated partners, is really more one with a certain amount of dominance or authority over the other. It is the female that seems to have the position of authority.
Okay.
And you learn that she is called Zuf, Death Scalper. Death Scalper. Okay.
Sorry, these are the 2 orcs. Then the female has.
The female, which ZUF, Death Scalper, seems to have some kind of, and it's a bit of a force to be reckoned with.
Okay.
Blink, just your cup of tea. Right, your cup of tea. In fact, in the 3 days, they've been referring to you as little green cousin. So, And you'll
do
probably-
Blink will like that.
And would I sort of gauge if these Zuth has worked with Voss many times, or is in cohort with him a little bit, or if there's any direct link there, or
Still with that 23, that first one, you've learned that they have never met before.
okay,
That for whatever reason, they are travelling wherever they've come from. They are utilising this caravan to travel deeper into Azarius. They don't appear to have any kind of tie or connection with Voss. Okay?
okay,
So that's your primary bit of information you've learnt on day 1. Day 2, with your 22,
yeah,
you have learnt that Rashund spends a lot of time around Master Voss. He's the one that was tending to his horse, and seems to have some kind of affinity or deep loyalty to Voss.
okay,
Okay?
yeah,
And with the 13, you simply know that Malaskar has some kind of connection with Rashund.
okay, okay. So, right, so, what I will do is on the third evening, quite discreetly, I'll sort of pick a time when Bog's going for a wee in the bush somewhere, and Master Bog, may I have a moment of your time?
You may indeed.
And I'll sort of pull out the elixir and give it to him. It's just a little present from me to you. If you should need it, then I'm not sure what it does, but I'm just sort of experimenting. So please, if you want to use it, use it. But I may warn you, it comes with side effects.
Oh, thank you, kind stranger.
That's okay. And I'm sort of looking over my shoulder, making sure, obviously, there's nobody recognizing that we're talking to each other. And I'll just say, just for your awareness, I know you have certain skills, but just to let you know, it might be worth noting Rashund. He seems to be pretty close with Master Voss, and I think, and I'll sort of proceed not to explain to the full extent, but slight bits of information of what we heard through the wall about there's some sort of plan ahead. I'll be quite vague, and just say, so Rashund seems to be maybe one to watch, and if you could use certain skills, maybe he's one to follow quite closely. If and he'll sort of nervous laugh like shit should go down, just saying. Just thought you should know.
Oh, thank you very much for the information.
Okay.
Very intuitive you are.
Well, I try to be, yeah. Well, anyway, I'll leave you to your urination, and I'll catch you in the morning. And I'll sort of hurry back to our tents or camp or whatever.
Just give me a stealth check as you've had that conversation.
Fuck. Iggy's got some shit stats sometimes. Oh my god. I got a 2 with a -1.
Dirty one.
Okay.
Dirty one.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. As
Nobody
we approach
saw a thing. These aren't the droids you're looking for. Anyway, carry on.
about halfway through the 4th day, you've been maintaining that route through the ravine, and it comes to a certain point where you're following a stream that is snaking through the centre, these long ravine walls on either side. And Voss up ahead with the horses, with a collection of the horses around him, brings his hand up as he has done the previous days and calls out, and with the assistance of the caravan guards to the side, they bring the convoy to a halt alongside this snaking stream. You hear him call back down. We will take an hour here. Rest and recuperate. Gather water. water the animals, and watch the ravines. You. And he starts calling out down to the orders down the line, and the people start passing these orders along. Okay. At which point, Mr. Jins, I will give you that scene. The caravan comes to a halt, and Voss, who is the closest that might be able to see this, Xavier, over the shoulder, you see Voss gathers the three on the horses, Jamal, the woman whose name nobody's actually learnt yet, and Rashund, and is directing them forward. And with a nod, the three of them turn their horses and immediately gallop forward and disappear off down the ravine into the distance. Okay?
Okay.
He then canters his horse along the side of the caravan, speaking to a moment to Sans, to the other individual that comes and talks to him. Then he says, "Have the guards take shifts. Shavik, I would talk with you." And the old man steps down and says, I am coming. And he moves the horse back a small distance away from Shavik makes his way down out of where I placed him, and he walks along the side of the convoy. Okay, at this point the convoy is ground to a halt. And you note immediately the dwarf that had one that has led the camels. A few of them have led the camels to the water, and they're kind of standing around there. And the dwarf immediately jumps into the stream, almost up to his top of his waist, stripping off his thing, and starts kind of doing this and kind of washing himself and splashing water over his face. And then when he sees one of his the other caravan guards, he kind of splashes water over. He says, "Turn around, you fucking pervert!" Starts washing himself, and the young man laughs back. Nolan, who you've spent a little bit of time around, kind of walks back up from the faces. Yes. How far?
You weren't just drinking from the stream there, were you?
Well, the water seems clean enough. I've certainly drank worse. I'd fill your canteen if I were you.
I wouldn't think so. And I'll point just upstream, just to where the dwarf had just jumped in and was naked.
he's taking a mouthful as he turns. He goes, "Dirty bastard!" He says, "Downstream." And the dwarf turns around, looks at him, and just goes. Just gives him
Are there any? Sorry, go on.
You'll find cleaner water upstream.
So Nolan starts walking, and you see him barking something at this dwarven individual as he's going past, and then immediately on the other side starts pulling in his leather kind of skin, his wine skin, and filling up again, and he's talking to him. But there's a bit of a laugh from the two of them. There seems to be some exchange, which seems to be humorous in nature.
Is there any high trees, or are they just bushes?
There's a few either side that probably barely constitute trees. Large bushes, barely trees. You might be able to scramble at one for a little bit of foliage, but the ravine walls on either side seem much larger.
Okay. Blink's going to try and get some high ground on this lower... She's going to come over here.
Okay.
Try and get on this ledge. It's a bit high ground.
Okay. Give me, as you're approaching it, give me what's your... Bear with me a second, I need to check something.
Is that technically a mountain?
It's like it's no, it's not quite a mountain. It's just you're in a deep ravine where the streams are running through it. This is... At times, these seem to be... You'd assume that this would be a lot more water running through here, but you're in what seems to be quite a dry season, so it's reduced to this kind of stream. But this has obviously been cut through by water coming through here during wet seasons and things like that. But I need to check something on Mr. Blink. Okay. Give me an acrobatics check as you're working your way up that.
Oh, come on, it's
Sorry,
my
that-
flipping best stat, and I roll a 3. 7.
You're taking a while to find purchase. It's taking you some time to pull yourself and find different divots to hold on to, and you're slowly working your way up, but it's taking you a lot longer than you probably anticipated to climb up the side. Okay?
I'll put myself climbing for now.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
I'll go take a dip.
Yeah, I'll go with Tamo. Tamo.
Okay. Tamo, I've got you. Whereabouts are you going for a dip? Tamo.
I'll sort of usher Tamo upstream a bit.
Drinking ass otherwise.
Tamo.
It says,
Yeah, go up towards Nolan. I'll sort of gesture and tug at Tamo's sleeve.
And at this point, as you're approaching, you see as basically this bare naked ass of this dwarf on the far side, as he's kind of clambered out and thrown his clothes down onto the side there. He's just picking things up. It's just red-haired, bare naked ass of this dwarf. Okay. And Nolan's
Fuck.
I guess anything goes up here.
Well, it seems so. And I'll sort of, as we're like washing and trying to refresh ourselves, I'll sort of look at Tamo and sort of look back at the two guys conversing, the Voss and the Shavik. Do any of us hear anything from this far out? Or this
give me a perception check.
Are you good at perception? Tamo.
Let me look.
What? We're both roll, I guess. Oh, okay. 16.
Okay. The general conversation, you pick up a little bit from Voss saying that he sent scouts up ahead to scout the rest of the ravine. Shavek seems happy with that decision. There is some talk about how long they're willing to wait, and there is some talk about potentially camping. And Voss, as he's sitting there, it looks like he's got the parchment of the map, of some kind of map, and he's looking at it in the saddle, talking down to Shavek, who's on the ground level. But his eyes slowly come up. He sees you looking. He's just watching you for a moment, and just rolls the map back up, and puts it into like a pouch, and hangs it off the side of his horse.
I'll sort of look at him and thumb down towards the dwarf and just sort of roll my eyes like, oh, fucking gross, and like sort of just turn back around nervously like, fuck, carry on washing. And
he looks up, he follows your look, and he looks with almost expressionless. He goes, "Order. Wrap that up, will you?" And thought it was, "Oh yes, Master Voss. Yes, no problem, no problem."
What did he shout? What's his name?
Thorder.
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 Okay. Thorder.
His full name is Thorder.
The hammer.
Stouthelm.
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 Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go. You have his name. Shavik turns back round and kind of walks over towards you, and we will be here for at least an hour or so. Gather water if you needed, some provisions, and we will have some food cooked momentarily.
An hour or so? I mean, what's the hold up? Is there anything problem?
And he kind of turns and looks.
Moment.
And he says, "We may make a decision to alter our course slightly soon, and this will be a potential final opportunity to take on water." So,
Glance at Iggy. I'm glancing over at Iggy.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
Alter our course.
Yeah, sorry. Alter our course? I mean, shouldn't we make haste and try and get to Azure?
I understand your trepidations. Let me explain. We will soon enough be turning east, and that will involve our expedient movement towards the dunes. So, as you can well understand, opportunities like this to take on fresh water are going to become fewer and far between. So,
A moment. I will actually do a cantrip there. Can I do an insight check to see if he's lying?
yes, you can. Give me an insight check.
His face is frozen like a really funny expression.
24.
You know what?
He seems pretty genuine. This looks like they made the decision to begin that arch eastwards to start turning the convoy away from the arid lands and start heading towards the middle kingdom, the Dune Sea. So you've now, it's looking like they're going to go underneath battlefields from the previous wars. If anybody has access to a map and is looking at it, that's how far you've travelled, 4 days, and it looks like they are about to turn and start heading in towards the sands, towards the desert.
Sure. When on those first 2 days, when I was reading their minds, weren't they in consensus that they were going to go above it?
They were in consensus about the fact that they're going to head, and there's going to be some diversion at some point, but that's not what this is. This is the road that they're going to take at some point. They're going to leave the arid lands and start making that easterly road towards the desert, and it was a question of whether they go under the battlefield, over the battlefield. Ultimately, all roads lead to the Jardin.
Got it. Okay.
But what they're doing now is they're looking at one of the last opportunities to take in fresh water and things.
Yeah, I just kind of glance over at Iggy while I fill my water skin.
Okay. So I will. Please let me know if you require anything, and I will see about that supper. And with that, he starts shuffling off in the direction. Okay.
DM, now that I'm Blink is up on the ledge, can he see anything from around? Does he get a better view from up here? How high is he, roughly?
So you've probably climbed about 30 feet up that side there. So give me a perception check. In fact, give me two. One for the immediate vicinity, and one for a general overview over the top.
Okay, I'll do the first one. Is a 10.
Okay, that's the immediate.
And the second one is a natural 20.
Whee! Whoop whoop.
Okay, you're taking in the scene immediately around you. You're kind of looking at below you and just kind of generally looking up to the left and to the right. Things looks untoward. You're taking in then the convoy, and you see these individuals coming out the stream and taking in water, and on the far side of the bank, some have actually moved over to the far side of the bank, and they're mulling around over there. One thing catches your attention first. The camels won't drink.
Ooh.
None of the camels want to put their heads down into the water. You notice that.
Okay. Noted.
Okay.
Have I still got my rock? My communication rock?
Yeah, boy.
Yes, you do.
Just gonna scratch it. Icky! Icky!
I'll sort of like muffle it in the saddlebag, in my satchel, sorry. And I'll sort of walk up to the sort of top left, upriver, if you like, and sort of look around, and then sort of discreetly, Blink, come in, Bravo 1 Alpha 2, over and out. You okay?
Okay, Mother Goose. appears that the camels are not drinking from the water.
Camels?
Don't drink the fucking water. I think it might be bad.
Oh, okay. Well noted. And I'll sort of look down, and I guess I see them not drinking.
Give me a perception check, Iggy.
Oh, fuck's sakes. 7.
Yeah, you just see that they just seem to be looking upwards, and seem to be quite rigid and not as they've been led there. And it's almost natural that if camels go to water, that they're going to start drinking. What's the saying? You can lead a camel to water in the desert, but you can't make it drink. That is what's happening right now.
Anything else quickly before I go and investigate?
Anyway, how are you? How you been?
It's rather hot. Yeah, I'm sweating a bit.
Okay,
I haven't sweated this much. I'll sort of throw it back in the satchel, run down to Tamo and tell him probably don't drink the water just yet. Yeah, Tamo. Apparently the camels aren't drinking the water. I don't know if it's tainted or if there's something wrong with the actual camels. And I guess we'll sort of look into the water maybe and see if we can see anything or what's going on.
Okay.
Does it smell funny?
Yeah, I'll hold it up and smell my water skin because I just dumped my water and tried to refill it.
Give me a investigation check, both of you.
Fucking hell. My good un.
Seems fine.
Fuck off.
Tomo. Seems there's no sediment in it. There's no strange smell to it. There's no strange acidic taste to it. The water seems fine.
Tomo, should we check the camels, do you reckon? See if they're, like, in fact, not camels? Or something else?
Not camels.
Well, camels usually drink water. If the water's good, then the camels must be broken.
Yeah. I suppose you're right.
I'll sort of head down to camel number 1 and take a closer look.
With them.
Okay. So the two of you walk past. First camel there. I can't do camel noise.
I want to talk with it. No, I'm not.
Can I do a medicine check on it and see if it's healthy or its mouth looks normal or you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Are you in the vicinity as well, Xavier? You kind of hanging around to pick this
I
up?
was actually just getting undressed to go in the water.
All right. Okay. I can leave you doing that. That's fine. Yeah, you could do a medicine check on it if you want. Okay. You don't not so much picking up anything physical wrong with it, but it is clearly not happy in its current situation. It is frightened.
Frightened.
frightened of the water or like just frightened in general?
It seems unsettled. At the moment.
Unsettled.
You see all three camels are unsettled, like they will not place their heads down into the water. They seem to almost be wanting to back away and do not seem to settle in this area. Bob, give me a perception check.
I'll look over at Xavier while he's perceiving.
I'm undressed currently. I'm in the water. I've actually got bar of soap in my hand.
Oh, God.
Yes, I have soap.
What a guard.
I'll call you over. Xavier, a moment.
It's still me. Like crawls around him like, what? What is it?
I'll sort of wave over here. Sorry, Bog, carry on.
I'm not going to come over like this.
Okay.
Jeez.
Sorry, Bog, go on. What are you going to do?
I'm not doing anything.
Alright, I thought you.
Give me a perception check.
Who, Bog or?
Yeah, Bog. Sorry, buddy. Give me a perception check, mate.
Oh, sorry. Don't know what you're on about. Yeah. Mighty 12.
Okay.
Mighty indeed.
In your immediate vicinity, you notice both the mule to your left and the draft horse are also acting very skittishly. The mule itself is almost backing up with the cart, and you catch the eye of the young man behind it, and he immediately looks at it as well and goes shh, and moves to its side to start trying to steady it. Clag on the back of the horse just kind of like will strip and just whistles, and just almost like tries to like bring it into submission in probably the worst way possible.
Are they backing up from the water, or are they just disgruntled in general?
As you're looking around, Iggy, you note that pretty much all the animals are on edge.
Generally on edge, not specifically to the water.
They're just with the particular camels. The camels will not seem to settle and start drinking water. They are completely unsettled. You note that the other animals are the same. All animals are the same. But the guards, nobody else seems to be noticing this at the moment. It seems the few of you that have now noted, now whether that be kicked off by Blink's comment, it's now passing along, but you're starting to notice one by one.
I'm gonna slowly come to the water's edge and shout up to Iggy. Merchant, what is it?
I've got something here that you might be interested in. If you've got a moment.
I mean, if you want to hand it to me real quick, whatever it is, or talk to me.
Are you naked?
I'm right here. I'm naked. My stuff is at the riverbank. I'm just gonna borrow soap.
God. You put some clothes on. Maybe we could discuss it. As we're discussing, can I look around the top of the ravine? Is there anything above us? Or up the sides of the ravine sort of cliffs?
Okay, give me a perception check, Iggy. And at the same time you're doing that, the young tabaxi female has come out and almost catches your eye and almost giggles at you. Xavier. She kind of I'm surprised to see you naked. And she's.
I have not even noticed. I was actually just walking up onto the bank to go get my stuff and get dressed.
That's not his tail.
I've done what I needed.
13.
So you haven't noticed her then? Okay, cool.
Just walked away. I've been looking down, trying to get my soap, wash up quickly, and then get out the bank and get sorted.
Can I do something simultaneously as well?
Yes, you can.
I'll step onto the other side of Ziggy. Not Ziggy. Iggy. Ziggy.
Shut up, Tamo.
It's Ziggy, right? I'm going to cast a spell.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Aid on Iggy, Xavier, and myself.
Ooh.
Okay,
And
what colour would you like that to be?
It's extra hit points, so what would be appropriate?
Let's go for a nice white. Oh, let's go for green for HP. There we go.
5 extra HP for us.
Ooh, get in.
For 8 hours.
All right. Xavier, Iggy, as you're looking up onto the furthest ravine, something catches your eye. There are small crevices in the rock.
Oh, okay. I'll sort of nudge Tamo and push up towards it as well. Just point up. Tamo, what do you reckon of those are? You seen those before? You're a well-travelled man. Do you know what those are?
What is it? I'm sorry.
I think it's. Did you say it's small
Like
crevices?
Indents, like they look to begin. So with a 13, they look like crevices, small craters, almost like indents into the rock.
Can
On the side of it.
Can Blink see anything from here?
Give me another perception check.
Just thinking he's
Is this the side of the V?
on the far ravine, on the far side of the stream.
18.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Link, from a higher altitude, from a higher vantage, they're not just crevices, they are burrows. And around about the time you notice that, some stones start falling to your left. They fall and hit, and you note, and you look at them, and it falls and rolls to the floor.
Shit.
No, I don't reckon I've seen anything like that.
Ah, strange.
Are there any near Blink?
Burrows.
Hmm.
You start looking around. You kind of turn and you're looking left and you're looking up for them. You think maybe you spot one above, but that's not what catches your eye. As you kind of trace the line of the ravine with that perception, something becomes apparent. You turn and you start looking on the right side as well. And then you look back on the left. And where the stone kind of is forming up the side of the rock, you start to recognise shapes. You recognise on both sides. And then what looks to begin with like small lumps of coal. Blink. And what looks like pieces of stone suddenly go together like this. One on your left, one on your right, and one directly above you.
Blink is
Here we go again.
Blink is going to fire an arrow into the camp onto the floor next to the boss.
Okay. So you're literally just going to fire...
Just like a warning arrow, like sticks in the ground.
It hits the ground, it kind of startles his horse for a minute, and he looks up at you.
He's like...
And he kind of looks up at you. And
Give me a performance.
He's confused for a moment, and he's looking at you, and he's almost taking something in that's almost around you. At the same time, Xavier, Iggy, and Tamo, you watch as that young Tabaxi female, wide-eyed, is just backing away from the stream, looking across to the far wall. I'm going to need something a bit more lively, Jins.
No worries.
Uh-oh. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Here we go.
We can certainly do that.
Here we go
Oh, shit.
again.
Oh, shit.
Oh, well, hello!
Oh,
No,
hello.
no, not these things
Oh,
again.
my God. Oh, my God.
Hello again, beastie.
What you
Shit,
currently
the bed.
haven't noticed as you've started to settle into that ravine is camouflaged on the sides of the walls on both sides of the ravine is a nest of dune creepers which have been sitting there starting to come to life.
Oh, God.
I want to go
And
home.
it is around the time that these things start to really uncoil and move that the animals really start to kick off. We're about to roll initiative.
Oh, shit.
In fact, we will roll initiative. We will roll initiative now. We'll probably get one round of combat and then we will call it and pick up. But I will get one round of combat in for us. Okay?
Nice.
Right.
Oh,
Let's
that's...
add some.
I mean, to be honest, I was just naked a second ago, so that's pretty. That's a pretty good score for me.
I got a 9.
I almost got
Xavier attacks naked. That's how he rolls.
I'm like buttoning up my shirt at this point.
I'm just going to have to do some adding in manually here.
God.
I'm just saying that the funny thing is that just as you were like revealing these dune creepers, a huge fucking spider just crawled in my window and was going down the wall. That's why you saw me go off camera a second ago there. I was like, oh, you got me fucking kidding me.
Roll initiative, spider.
Yeah.
Sadly, I didn't roll too well. My slipper beat it. So
I cast Slipper of Death.
I cast Slipper.
Crush.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
As it stands, you have 7 Dune Creepers. 4 on the one bank, 3 on the other bank. And around about this time that Voss is looking up at that arrow, it clicks in his head, and he immediately shouts down, "Guards! Formation around the wagons!" And immediately some of them start looking left and right, and these things just almost explode with that and start going. We are... First round of combat will be... There will be a few that we will roll initiative for, but not everybody's going to react quickly enough to join the first round. There'll be a select few that will join the initiative because of where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was a bad place to sit, Link, wasn't it?
It just climbs right into their house.
Okay. There is a few individuals there that will react on the first one. Right. That's auto initiative. And have we got yours in? Can I just confirm? Blink, have you come in with a 10 for your initiative?
9.
A 9 for your initiative. Okay. Bog, what have you got?
22.
22. Iggy, what have you got?
12.
12. Tomo?
12 as well.
Okay, and Xavier?
7.
7. Okay, now some of these individuals are allies. Let's put them as allies. Friendly to the party. Friendly to the party. Okay. Auto initiative. Ooh, okay. We begin. Bog, you've immediately turned and looked up, and you've seen this threat looming on over your shoulder, and Blink is sat clustered in amongst these things. Okay.
Yep. Oh, right. So I've not actually played this class before, so this is going to be fun. I am going to keep it very simple. I think he needs a bit of help, so I'm going to move up 20 feet. Maybe.
Okay.
I'll keep it very simple, and I'm just going to shoot at them. I'm going to shoot at the closest one to me, number C.
Okay.
With my longbow.
Wow, I've just seen the initiative order. Oh.
We
definitely got a surprise attack, didn't we?
Oh my Jesus Christ.
Okay.
God.
Oh, I'm going to take a beating.
Oh god, that roll was terrible.
Oh, God.
13.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Oh, Blink was a fun character.
13 will not hit.
Yeah. That's pretty much fucking it for me then.
Okay. If you've done your movement to that bonus action at all, you can yell by Blink if you want.
There's nothing I can do it. I have got stuff I can do, but they're just not close enough.
Alright, no worries. Moving on. Thordor, hearing this and being quite startled, will immediately start looking around to see what has triggered, and looking up. Jesus, fuck! or some kind of deity equivalent, and will turn around.
Jesus! Who is Jesus?
Who is this Jesus?
Start rooting around in his
son.
Okay.
Belial, fuck.
I knew it, Jesus in the merchant store. Sold me some dodgy tuna.
Jesus.
So Thordor, rooting around in his pack, will pull something out.
Oh.
And he will move slightly up the bank. And this will be the first time this has been seen or
Bug
done.
spray.
But we will see how it goes.
A big fly
A
swatter.
massive container of Zap, and he's just.
Okay. Thordor reaches around his pack, he pulls out something, he leans up the embankment, and he takes aim with what looks like a stick of some kind.
Ooh.
And there is an almighty bang, and there's this blast of gout of black smoke comes out the end of it, which startles some of the horses and the doom creepers up on the thing. And this explosion comes out the end of it, and he fires. A dwarven pistol.
Ooh.
Up at the doom creepers. It smashes into the rock beside one of them and causes it to kind of jolt for a moment, and you hear him curse under his breath as he tries to retake aim.
I haven't got a gun, but I got
He
Fireball.
quickly pulls out.
Nice.
You see him pull out a small ramrod and starts hammering something down into it, and then takes aim again and tries to fire it again. A second time. For a natural 20.
Ooh.
Okay. For a total of that much damage, he hits one of them square in the armor, in the chitinous armor, and it lets out kind of a screech and immediately starts looking like it's going to veer towards him. He curses again, and with that he starts to back away into the water, knowing he's about to get charged. Okay. And on that note, oh my god, Blink, Jesus Christ,
Bring it.
I really am. I'm worried.
kill him.
You'll be all right.
Right.
You'll be alright.
Just he's like, come on.
You'll be fine.
Pulls out his
Okay,
two daggers
Fine.
with it. Let's
He's
go.
absolutely fine. This is what he lives for. Lived.
Okay.
Lived. Past tense.
Used to.
Well, he
13
used to live.
hit.
Hits.
Okay. So basically, the first one snaps at you and catches the corner of your arm, slashes into it for 7 points of damage.
Solid.
Okay. How much health has Blink got, by the way?
27.
Hey, Christ almighty.
You made your fucking Doom Creepers too good.
Never.
Nope. Second attack. 10 to hit. It's basically
Misses.
it comes over the top.
Misses.
Smashes
Hey!
it. Blink dodges it. Second Doom Creeper. First
That's
attack. 22.
Oh, down he is.
3 points as that one slashes at you. Ah! Okay. Second attack. 6. So again, they're snapping. These things are all snapping at you. Is that coming up, by the way? Can you see? Yeah. Oh, self. Hang on a minute. I'll give it you so you can see it. There you go. Third one.
Misses.
8 to hit. So again, you're dodging these things. It's literally as you've realised, and they're all coming at you.
I live for the
Second
shit.
attack.
Hey!
Oh, hit.
That one
3
hit.
points of damage.
Oh.
Right. You note that at the moment they are kind of coiling back stingers as well. However, I'm going to throw you a bone on your first round of combat. They don't go at you with those. You're lucky.
Kill him.
Right, that is those ones. I don't think you're not strictly speaking touching that one, but you're pretty damn close. So, yeah, I won't give you a penalty for breaking combat with it.
Oh, the one.
If that's what you decide to do.
Okay, the one.
One that was
yeah.
yeah.
One to my
I
right.
was watching you when you. I was wondering when you put your token up. I was like, shit, he's going to move that token in a minute because I thought you were going to put it right on top of it, but you didn't. So, your skin of your teeth, you can get away if you choose to. You might be mad. You might want to. Okay, across the way, there is a screech, and they immediately move down off the ravine edge. Okay, you hear there's a call across the way as the couple of the individuals are on that side suddenly realise that they're being rushed. And there's a couple coming down over here, charging towards them. Okay, that is all the Doom Creepers moving forward. That individual that you can see there, the one with the two twin blades and the blue turban on,
Malaskar.
pulls the swords, Malaskar, and charges towards the closest one. See across the way, starts swinging the swords towards it, trying to counter these pincers that are coming in.
Crazy.
Oh yeah. He swings.
Oh,
22.
Huge.
Followed by a 4 for the hit on that one. And the short sword that he accompanies it for a 13, that one won't hit. So he deals a small amount of damage. He's able to basically get through this chitinous armor and just nick it on the corner. That's him. Javian, the big guy with the great sword, the curved great sword, comes running up beside you, Bog. In fact, he'll just be a little bit behind you. He's running in that direction, like he's going to go and form a defensive wall alongside you. Caravan Guard A, where are you, my friend? Red shirt, Caravan Guard A, is back here. He is going to hold position at the moment. He's not going to cross over the stream towards all those. He hasn't got quite as much courage as Malaskar does. Number B, letter B. Let's see if they've got something ranged. That would be useful, wouldn't it? No, they're holding position there, waiting for them to come down. So the two guards either side are kind of holding that line alongside you, Bog, and Javian. They don't seem to want to push any further forward. Tomo, you're up.
Right. Am I aware of Blink up on the cliff in his strife?
You would have seen the arrow come down, and you were pretty close proximity to Voss, so you'd have seen him look up there. So I'd say you could see him there, yeah.
All right.
I'm fine, don't worry about me.
I know you are. What's my movement speed? Sorry, I'm used to playing a monk. This is all different.
Oh, yeah. You zoom around the place you do as a monk, do you?
30 feet. So I got 30 feet. I've been thinking about what I was going to do and didn't really get very far.
I've thought about what I want to do and changed it 4 times already.
Right.
I know I'm doing.
Having seen Bog rush up, I suppose I will follow suit 30 feet towards Bog.
30 feet takes you between the cart and the wagon to just about there. Yep.
How far am I from Bog?
From Bog, you are 20 feet.
20 feet. Ah, have jump for those. Okay, we'll cast a touch him for that too. Fuck.
Touch me.
Just fucking try and touch me harder, man. Come on.
I know, I'm trying. That's concentration. It's... Okay, we'll do a... Am I 120 feet away from any of those dudes on the cliff? The Dune creepers?
No.
What's
Around 80, 85, just a little
Okay.
80 odds. The 83 is the furthest.
so the one closest, bottom right of Blink, will do guiding bolt level 1.
Okay, far away.
Whoops, I rolled damage before I rolled. 12 to hit.
Will not hit. So basically, Blink, as you're on that, as you're now dodging all these pincers of strikes coming in from down below, Tomo comes running over, and he just blasts these bolts of arcane energy forward, and they just barrage into the cliff around you, sending small bits of pebbles flying out, and you're kind of having to take cover as these things are smashing into the side of the cliff.
Watch where you're firing those things.
I got you, buddy.
Ah!
Okay.
Damn, I'm done.
Okay. No worries. Iggy, you're up.
So Iggy's obviously with his relationship with Blink is gonna panic, and I'm gonna rush 25 feet to the top side of this caravan with sands on it. Sort of follow Tamo, but to the other side of the caravan. Yeah. So and then. Yep. As I'm running, I'm sort of muttering stuff, and I pull out this little vial, little bulbous kind of vial, and I go ha, and I'll sort of start shaking it, and I'll look left and right, and I'll just do this one big throw, and I'll launch a vial of sort of hot glowing magma.
Don't hit me.
And it's going for A, so it can go 120 feet.
Okay.
So I'll go at A, and it's just a direct throw to hit. Oh, you bastard! It went from a 14 to a 4.
It just whang it, hurtle it into the air, and it just basically hits and just boom, and just explodes on the ravine side. Just sends a great big piece of it falling out just to the left of the Doom Creeper, which kind of almost scurries slightly closer to Blink in kind of response, just to get away from this huge explosion that you've just created on the side there. Blink, you're getting barraged now. You feel like the whole thing is just getting blasted to hell.
I got this. It's fine.
Okay.
And then for a bonus action, after a bit of a limp-wristed throw of a bottle, I'm going to reach around and find a small test tube off my pocket of my belt, and I'll sort of go. It's like a bluey kind of liquid, and I'll sort of pop the cork and just down it all. And you'll see a little shudder go down me, like I've just taken a wee. Little shudder, and you notice Iggy or anyone in the close proximity, notice Iggy get a little bit more dexterous and a little bit more bounce in his step. He's ready to go. And that's my turn.
Young and vibrant.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like a 60-odd, 70-year-old guy, but he's got like some 20-year-old athleticness going on now.
A bit like Dick Van Dyke in Night at the Museum when they turn the tablet, basically. He starts cooking his muscle. Okay, Blink, after this barrage of arcane energy and explosive vials comes flying towards your ravine, and with all these things literally desperately trying to get towards you, it's your turn, mate.
So Blink, he's taking a couple of hits, and he's looking in his bag, and he's muttering to himself. He's going, "No, what did he say? I don't know, just in case of emergency, and it doesn't know what it does." And he pulls out the vial, the potion that Iggy gave him, and he's just gonna go, and he's gonna sort of salute, and he's just gonna and drink this vial of solution that he gave him. And I need Swift to roll for me.
Yeah, let's see what it does. I have no idea what it does.
Insta death.
Where's it gone? Where's the fucking... Oh god, where's the... Oh, bear with me, sorry, 2 secs. There it is. Sorry, 2 secs. I didn't know you were going to do it this quick.
I'm about to die! I thought, fuck it.
Do you want to roll it or do you want me to?
You roll it. It's your potion.
Okay.
You made it, not me.
Oh dear, I gotta get the table up. Right. Let's roll a D100 and see what the hell happens. Where is the D100?
Please
Got
fly.
one there?
Please
It's like a
invisibility
table,
or flying.
isn't it?
Where is it? Oh, there it is.
If you
I got it.
yeah.
A 30. Okay. Okay. So you've just drunk a transformation potion. Alter self for 10 minutes.
Okay. Into
What do
any
you wanna
what can
be?
I alter myself into?
It says you could choose. The drinker chooses.
Okay.
Would be useful.
What animal
This is-
grips really well?
Ooh,
Like a
lizard
koala
a
bear or
chameleon
something, or like a.
They'd be pretty slow.
Blink's going to turn into a koala bear, and he's going to jump on the back of Deep Crawler C and try to ride it. And yeah, for now he's just going to try, and that's his action. He's going to jump on it, and he's going to try. Actually, he's going to try and take. He's trying to tame this thing. He's going to try and hold on.
Okay. I don't have a.
Why do you have a koala bear? What sort of DM are you?
Hey, Corky, I found a big one here. Oh, can I jump on his back?
Come on. When he said koala bear, I went, oh, God. Here we go. A big koala bear, basically. And where are you going?
I'm jumping on the back of Deep Crawler C, and I'm trying to tame it and ride that puppy down the side of the hill.
Okay, I assume you're going to have the stats of a koala bear, and I don't have the stats of a koala bear either.
I presume I'm just transformed, though, and I am just me, but a koala bear?
Yeah,
I don't
you're
know.
exactly alter self.
But because
for
they-
10 minutes.
Perhaps, I don't know. They get advantage on holding? I don't know, because they're big and can hold shit. I don't know.
Oh my God, there is a stat block for a koala bear on D.
Ah!
Oh God,
Of
They
course,
can't
there
be
is.
that thorough.
It's called a drop bear. It's not.
Oh, a drop bear. Wait, hold on. That's isn't that one of like Australia's like cryptid creatures? A drop bear.
No, no.
God only knows. It's like a drop
oh
bear.
mate.
But-
Yeah, like drops down onto their theory is it drops down onto folk and like claws their faces in or whatever.
Look at
That's
such
like-
a koala bear.
Yeah, that's basically like a koala bear from hell for them. It's like
To
a
be fair,
cryptid
that's a pretty hefty koala bear. We've got to.
That is a
find
bit of a
something-
beast. I need a. There's a.
No.
I'm thinking like a small, cuddly one that can just sort of.
Just wrap itself around. Yeah.
A black. There we go. That's
There we go.
So,
Peace and,
it's not.
and obedience.
Well, that was
Koala, there you
that was
go.
a spot of luck, the old transformation. So I jump on the back of the Dune Creeper. I'm going to hold on and try to ride it and potentially sort of tame it.
Give me an acrobatics check as this koala tries to jump on the back, and then give me a animal handling check.
Okay.
Pretty high DC on an animal handling check for Dune Creeper.
Icky just rubs his eyes. The fuck am I just?
I get a 9 for the acrobatics. My fucking best thing on me as well. And the animal handling, where would that be? Where's animal handling? We're going to say skills? No.
top, very top.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
And a 19 for animal handling.
Oh,
The DC is going to go up because of the bad acrobatics, because you've tried to cuddle that massive stinger on the back, and it's kind of flicking you around, and it flicks you off. At which point, the animal handling doesn't kick in because you're tumbling now.
Ah,
So I put you at 20 feet, didn't I?
30.
Give me a. Did I give you a? Oh
It's
no, you're
30.
further down now. You're about 20 feet now
Okay.
to the bottom. So give me another acrobatics to see if you can get on your feet. Otherwise, you're going to take 2 lots of 10 full
16.
damage. Okay, yeah, you're doing all right. You're able to basically tumble and roll like a koala and end
duck and
up
roll.
on the floor with these things turning round as if they're going to go for you.
You got 10 minutes as a
I
koala.
just realised
mate.
I'm stuck as a koala now. Anything in the world, not Godzilla or.
Yeah, you could have picked alter self.
Can he even speak English? Can he even
I have
speak
no
common in
idea.
that form?
I have no idea.
Probably
I'll
only
have to
use
see
about
what-
5
I'll have
feet,
to-
Yeah.
Who wants to hurt a
type in
koala
what-
bear? No one wants to hurt a koala bear. I'm
Have
indestructible
they
right
even
now.
seen koala bears around here?
He could have even chosen a dune creeper.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to ride it.
Whoa.
You've
Anything
probably
in the
got
world.
the majority of your movement still.
Okay,
You
I'm.
didn't. You only traveled about 5 feet.
How far could a koala move?
Well, according to this, I mean, we're going to go roughly off this one just for expediency's sake. Yeah, 30 feet, same as we're calling it 30 feet. You're 30 feet, basically. You've got about 25 feet left.
Right.
Fucking brilliant. I've just read it, and you could have done anything you want. I've read the spell Alter Self, and you could have done anything.
Literally
this
anything.
little koala's just
Yeah.
going to be like. It's just got a
You
bow
can't-
on his back and 2 daggers either side on his pouch. It's wearing leather armor, and it's just. Running across-
Love it. Right, and last but not least, oh, go on.
No, I was just going to say, I think it's what Bog does. So it reads, Alter Self reads, the caster can change their height, weight, skin tone, features like claws or fangs. They can go swimming, climbing, but not create wings or extra limbs. The spell creates
Okay.
versatility in physical appearance and abilities, making it useful for various situations in gameplay, but not a koala bear. Very useful.
I don't know what you're on about.
But I like it. I like it.
Here's a koala bear now.
You got away.
Hey,
You
who's
got
alive?
away. I really thought you were in trouble then, to be honest, man. Really thought you were in trouble.
Then the koala bear came.
Okay.
Pass turn.
Right. Okay. Pass turn. And last but not least, Xavier, the stingers are coming out next turn, FYI. So there will be stingers involved next turn.
Yep.
Right, and we're on to Xavier.
Right. Firstly, what have I just witnessed? Secondly, I am going to start whispering under my breath towards the Dune Creeper D, and I will cast Dissonant Whispers.
Ooh, Dissonant
Nice.
Whispers.
So I need a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw from Dune Creeper D.
Yep, 14 Wisdom
One of these
saving
things are
for
very wise. In fact, I can tell you they're not. Let's have a look.
knowing my
Well,
luck.
12.
Okay, never mind. I'm happy. Right. So that is 15 damage.
Oh shit!
Oh, damn. Okay, that's the same one that the dwarf fired the boomstick at as well, so he's just taken 15 damage. Nicely done.
Right. I will just hold my ground. I mean, left, right, not really, nowhere else to go, really.
Okay,
Surrounded.
so
Yeah, exactly.
as in the first 6 seconds of combat, which is what that was, there's this kind of you've sprang into action alongside a few of the caravan guards, with Voss yet to rally the rest, and these creatures are still on the far side. They've come down and made their charge, but they're still holding on that ravine at the top, looking like they're about to start charging down. We will pause it there, right in the middle of the combat, and we will pick up next time, right into the fight.
Oh, nice,
Awesome.
nice, nice.
So thank you, everybody.
Wicked.
Fun.
Good sesh. That was good fun.
Yeah, great session, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and watching, and those watching back as well after. Thank you very much. And yeah, we will see you all on the next one when we pick this fight up.
Nice.
See you next time.
See you then, guys.
Bye bye.
Shadows rise, the dice are cast, legends forged in echoes past. Steel and spell, the fates entwine, bound by oath and arcane sign.